Rawr! And hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Den, and to Trails of Cold Steel 3. Let's get this started, shall we? Nortia Province, northern area, skies above the Isengard Range. Ooh. Oh, I know that airship. The Imperial family's high-speed cruiser, the Courageous. Oh yes, this must be the main campus. I almost forgot about them for a bit. So, how'd the field exercises go? Oh, yes. Viscount Victor S. Arcade. Laura's dad.
We are now over the western part of the Isengard mountain range. Estimated arrival in Heimdall is 1410.
Maintain current course and speed. Once we reach Ulster, adjust course to run parallel to the railroad.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You have my thanks, Your Grace. Your assistance this past week has been invaluable.
Think nothing of it. This is the Crimson Wing's job, after all. I've no doubt your first bout of field exercises in Northumbria saw you even busier than I. It is I who should be thanking you for your hard work.
To be honest, I'm having a difficult time deciding how to proceed as a teacher.
Perhaps that is a sign of General Craig's influence. I would advise you to follow your own convictions for the time being. That way, you may...
Ah, instructor. There you are.
Cadet Arner.
Greetings, my lord.
Seeing it up close, the Courageous is truly amazing. And though it was barely used during the Civil War, its main cannon is certainly impressive as well. Perhaps we should consider deploying a number of cruisers to match our fleet of battleships.
Cadet.
It is true that during an emergency, such power may prove beneficial. Learning when to use one's power and when to refrain is an important lesson.
True.
If that is the lesson your field exercises have taught you, then I'd say it is safe to declare them a success.
Awesome.
Yes, of course. My thanks, Captain Arcade. I look forward to seeing you again. I wish you luck patrolling the summer festival alongside my older brother.
Aha. Oh, what have we got here? What? What the?
Damn it! How many times have they slipped away like that now? There's no end to it!
We need help from the Intelligence Division or the RMP.
Man, it'd be nice if all we had to deal with are those half-wits.
Oh dear.
But we can't afford to let our guard down. Spread out and lay low until the appointed time. Be sure you've got your Ramdas ready to use.
Ramdas?
Roger. Recommencing mission.
Oh.
Red flowers?
Oh, that ain't good. That's very bad. Oh no.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Vita?
There's no end to them. The eyes which served as the vessel for the bringer of miracles. But when the flame consumed the mirage, the fairy tale became that of the Empire.
Hold on. Okay, never mind. That was nothing. Nothing important anyway.
So as a professional, how do you intend to intervene?
Oh, was I that obvious?
Oh? And who have we got here?
To be perfectly honest, I'm having a bit of trouble finding a lead.
Oh, hi there, Thomas.
I was hoping we could work together as friends and colleagues and have ourselves a little information exchange. I could even help you bury the hatchet with the elder of your clan, perhaps?
That's right. You have an agreement with her, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll consider your offer. However, I ask that you play nice from now on, Mr. Former History Instructor. Or should I say, Second Dominion, Thomas Lysander the Partitioner.
Yep. Valflame Palace. Esmalus Garden. Wow. That is amazing. Holy frick. Emperor Eugent III. Empress Priscilla.
I would not have expected that Olivert would be missing the party like this.
It is unfortunate, yet understandable, given the current situation. With the Crimson Wings safeguarding Heimdall's skies, I'm sure the citizens will feel at ease.
Yes, but I can't help but feel bad for him. I wonder if he's been upset over Cedric's actions of late.
Possibly.
Olivert isn't the type to let that get to him.
Fair. Yeah.
You should know this as well as I.
No, you're right. He was only a young boy when he lost his mother and was adopted into the royal family.
Uh-huh.
I would have understood if he hadn't accepted me, given his early life. But he gladly welcomed me as his stepmother and was truly happy when Alphen and Cedric were born.
Yes, that is the virtue he possesses. It's easy to believe he has friends not simply across Erebonia, but the entire continent.
But of course.
Yes. However, recently, even though Cedric once looked up to his older brother, he...
Pardon me, Your Highness. Chancellor Osborne would like an audience.
Oh, good.
Very well. Send him in.
Alright, what do you want, Osborne?
My apologies for interrupting, my liege. You as well, Lady Priscilla.
No. It's quite all right. I shall excuse myself now.
She seems to have some worries about the prince.
It is to be expected, so long as she sees things differently from you.
Understood.
In any event, it seems things are beginning to line up with what was written in the records.
Oh?
Yes, though we set the timing for the Civil War ourselves. By this point, however, the ending is all but decided. But are you certain this is all right? Leaving everything in my hands?
As I told you 14 years ago, if there truly is no other way to avoid this end, then I shall leave it all to you.
What are you talking about?
It may place a great burden on my sons, but could not the same be said of you?
Yes, my liege.
Well, that brought up a whole lot of questions. Chapter 4, Radiant Heimdall. Alright. With July, summer was in full swing in Leaves. However, with Thor's move back toward being a traditional military academy, no summer uniforms were given out. Students at both the main and branch campuses were only allowed to remove the inner lining from their normal uniforms. As students across both campuses were wilting under the sun's harsh rays, a certain event was about to take place that would bring them all together. That'd be the summer festival, right? 4th period, Erebonian history. Up till now, we've covered an overview of the time period from the Great Collapse to the modern era. But starting this week, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at certain key individuals. We'll start with Drykos Reise Arnor, father of the Imperial Renaissance. 250 years ago, he brought the War of Alliance to a close, ushering us into the modern era. Though he was born as the third prince of Emperor Valius V, he was born out of wedlock and ended up abdicating his status and wandering the empire. He found himself at the edge of the empire, the Nord Highlands. There he was welcomed by the nomadic tribes and spent a few years with them. Meanwhile, the empire's mainland had been plunged into a bloody civil war. Originally, he had no interest in the throne, but once he saw the toll the war was taking on his country, he decided to put an end to it. He started with only 17 followers, 16 Nord warriors who decided to join him, and his confidant, the knight Roland. Half a year later, though, Prince Drykos would have a faithful encounter in the southeast of the empire, Legram. The daughter of a count and leader of the Eisenritter, Leanne Sandlot, the hero otherwise known as the Lance Maiden.
I have a question. Was that person you and the other instructors fought the real Saint Leanne?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. Saint Leanne is the legendary knight. There's no way it was actually her, but I heard the fight was intense. Well, Instructor? Instructor?
Without a doubt. She was tremendously strong, and that aura of hers certainly seemed real. But it's possible one of Ouroboros' members is just posing as her.
It is possible.
Let's put that aside for now, though.
But somehow I doubt it.
Don't be stingy!
By the way, 254 years ago today, on July 4th, the War of the Lions came to an end. Now, keep in mind that the test will cover the events from just before to just after the War of the Lions. So make sure to review that time period thoroughly. I hate to admit it, but he really is good at teaching. Well, to be fair, he himself was a student just last year. I heard his grades were pretty high, too. He looks great in glasses, too. Oh dear. Anyway, our 4 days of midterms will begin tomorrow. General studies, military science, arts, information processing, combat technique. There will be a lot to cover, so good luck. Phew, you rattled those all off like it'll be easy. No way all that is going to be easy. I suppose we'll simply have to trust in everything we've learned thus far. By the by, a little birdie told me the contents of our exams and the schedule will match that of the main campus. I wonder, will our grades be posted alongside theirs? That's right. Both individual scores and class averages will be posted at both campuses. So it should be worth your time to study, wouldn't you agree? It's so blatant. So you're going to make us compete. And our little crown prince is gonna be handed first place on a silver platter, yeah? I can totally see that happening. No, that won't happen. In the past, Thors was split up into nobles and commoners, but grading has always been done fairly. The instructors I know at the main campus wouldn't let grades be tampered with like that. So at the very least, the exams will be a level playing field. If you say so. There'll also be a little reward waiting for you guys once the exams are over. You'll have a free day this weekend to look forward to, so give the exams your all. I'll be giving the exams for Erebonian history and combat technique, so please ask me anything you're confused about before tomorrow. All preparations for the exams have been completed. Grades will be posted alongside the main campuses, but I don't expect there to be problems. Our curriculums should be in sync thanks to the OrbitalNet. It's great that we were able to work with the main campus instructors to come up with exam questions. All that's left is for the students themselves to show us what they've got. Jaeger Corps have been confirmed retreating from the Empire since last month's field exercises, and according to the Intelligence Division, it would appear the Society has withdrawn as well. I see. Well, if that's true, it's great news, but maybe we can stop being fully clenched all the time now? We cannot let our guards down completely, but for the time being, we can at least allow them to just be students. Take care not to disclose any information regarding exam questions, but feel free to clarify any questions the students have. Be a simple guiding hand in their studies. Looks like Big Bad Mr. Michael has really toned it down. He's always been very serious and responsible. But it seems like he's been thinking with the students in mind recently. Let's do our best to be as much help to the students as we can today. Right. Still got some time before the school closes for the day. Well then, let's split up, gang. The exams will be held over the next 4 days, and then this Sunday is a free day. Location for our next field exercises will be announced, too, so it's going to be a busy few days. Well, it looks like everyone's working together to brush up on their weak subjects. Guess I'll make my rounds and talk to any students who look like they're having a tough time. That aside... Ouroboros in the Black Workshop. I wonder if the principal and the professor know anything about them. Oh, right. Well, first, I want to check the black record that we got. Also, make some food. So we have 2 attempts at Southern Punch, okay.
Let's do this. This one's pretty special.
Yuzu honey soda. Awesome. And that looks to be a unique one. Let's see.
Please eat it all, even if it's not good.
I'm sure it'll be fine,
It
you
turned
say.
out well. Do you like it?
Oh dear. Okay, we already got all of those. So 2 attempts at honey bagel, okay?
I
got this in the bag. Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
Golden bagel. Awesome.
Please eat it all, even if it's not good. It turned out well.
Okay. Let's see. We still need the unique dish and the poor one. And we've got 2 attempts.
What a pain. Just eat it already.
Spicy Locomoco.
Let's do this. This is,
Meat Jawbreaker. Oh dear. Alright. Well, we've got a new Black Records. The Salt Pail. Oh, frick. We know about this already. On July 1st, 1178 at 5:45 a.m., a great catastrophe struck Northumbria, then a principality in northern Zemuria. A giant white pillar suddenly appeared on the outskirts of its capital, Haliask. The pillar was composed not of snow nor ice, but salt. As such, it was named the Salt Pail. A storm of salt spread outward from it, salinifying everything it touched. Despite only lasting a few days, its effects were felt for months afterward, as citizens fled south seeking refuge. In the immediate aftermath of the catastrophe, the number of victims equaled about 1/8 of the country's population. That number rose to nearly 1/3 of the population with the inclusion of victims in the days that followed. After the incident, the Septian Church led evacuation procedures, provided aid, and employed hundreds from the Bracer Guild to help. In a short time, relief forces from Erebonia, Remiferia, Jurai, Liberal, and the Republic of Calvard had assembled in Northumbria. Meanwhile, the country's leader, Prince Balmund, who had fled to the neighboring country at the start of the catastrophe, had returned to rebuild the government. However, he was met with violence from the enraged citizens for leaving them behind in their hour of need. In the end, he was forcibly removed from power, and Northumbria became a democracy. The remnants of its former armed forces reformed as the Northern Jaegers. Erebonia, their neighbor to the south, had contradictory views on their new autonomous state. On the other hand, it refused to recognize the legitimacy of the new democratic government. On the other, it eagerly welcomed the Northern Jaegers. Northumbria's extreme poverty and focus on bringing in foreign currency meant that the former soldiers were easily manipulated by the promise of imperial coin. The Jaeger Corps went around the empire, hiring themselves out to the nobility and newly developing businesses who were fighting over septium and natural resources. They turned out to be the perfect pawns for Erebonia to use in its proxy wars and internal struggles. Despite this, the massive amounts of mira that flowed from the Empire helped save Northumbria from its dire straits. 27 years after the catastrophe of the Salt Pail, the Empire annexed Northumbria as reparations for the Northern Jaegers' actions in the Erebonian Civil War. As before, Erebonia's vast resources ended up lifting the former independent state out of its chronic poverty. Shortly after the disaster, the Septian Church restricted access to the northern half of the country. After the annexation, however, the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division began investigating the Pale, which had since been classified as an otherworldly singularity. One of the Intelligence Division's collaborators has been able to confirm that members of the Church's Dominion had retrieved the Salt Pail and brought it back to Arteria. It's rumored, however, that a piece of the Pale still remains on site in Northumbria. Oh dear. That sounds like something that's going to become relevant. Okay, so we've got 3 study points. But 5 students to use them with. I feel like Ash and Muse don't really need the help, but I also want to see their events. Well, we'll save before each one. Take it as we go. Looks like all the students are studying hard. The scores will be ranked individually as well as by class. I wouldn't mind seeing our students do better than those at the main campus. Yeah, that'd be nice. Hello, Principal. There we are. Oh, Principal Le Guin, do you wear glasses? That's a little surprising. Well, actually, for some reason, my vision is unusually keen. I can see everything in excruciating detail, from up close to a great distance away. Sometimes I find myself getting annoyed by specks of dust floating in the air. So to combat this issue, I commissioned these glasses to suppress my vision. That's somehow not surprising at all. All that's left to do for the exams tomorrow is to leave them to the students. Is there something you'd like to ask me? About Ouroboros, perhaps? Yeah, so you know. What are your thoughts about the report that the Jaegers in Ouroboros have pulled out of Erebonia? I'd certainly recommend taking it with a grain of salt. The Ions, the Black Workshop, there are far too many unseen forces at work here. Yeah, I agree. Regarding the Maiden, we've reached an answer of sorts, for better or worse. Huh? She definitely called upon her full power when fighting the 2 of us. But what if there was something more to her? Something beyond the power of a human? If she's out of the picture for good, then that's fine. Otherwise, we need to be ready for her. And by we, I mean all of you. Understood. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Ah, Aurelia without her cape and with her glasses. For her costume. Come to think of it, we haven't gotten any new costumes for the other, for our new Class 7 members yet. This chapter. That usually happens, like, right at the start. There we go. Creating clean water during a disaster. 1. Prepare container. Pack bottom with cloth. 2. Pack charcoal, sand, and pebbles in that order. Pour water from above and wait. Okay. This is like something they teach actual soldiers on the front lines. I'll need to make sure everyone memorizes this. Hello there, Lind. Exams are tomorrow. I'm so anxious. I'm sure Instructor Beatrix came up with a comprehensive set of questions. Breen, do me a favor and make sure to tell all the students to really study, okay? I will. But Lind, you really need to relax. You won't make it through the week at this rate. You're right, I'm sorry.
Let me know what you need. Stay safe.
Oh, right, I also got a message on my Arcus too. A bunch of messages. From Elisa. How to put this without sounding silly. Thank you for such a nice present. It's such a beautiful and elegant design that I didn't even realize it was a pinky ring at first. I thought it was an engagement ring, which would have been fine by me, really. Just kidding. Duh. Are you kidding, though? Thanks a ton, Reen. I'll be sure to show it off on a special occasion. Dang, she really threw me for a second. Whatever. I'm just glad she likes it. Oh no. Sending a woman perfume, Master Reen? My, are you ever bold. And I happen to love the smell of roses. I'll be certain to wear this the next time I see you. I will, of course, be keeping this a secret from Lady Elisa, as should you. Maybe I pushed it if it's a gift we have to keep secret. Well, she clearly likes it, and that's all that matters. From Machias. It works great. I used the antique coffee grinder you sent me right away. In a word, it's incredible. There's this age-profound flavor I've gotten with it that's like I've been sent back in time. A cup in the morning with it, and I'm good to work for the rest of the day. Come visit the Ost district when I'm home, and I'll brew you a cup. Ha! I knew a coffee connoisseur like him would appreciate it. Already looking forward to that cup. From Elise. Thanks to you. I tried that pure white soap you sent me, and the results were wonderful. Using it makes me feel as moisturized as when I bathe in the hot springs at home. I'd let you see for yourself if I could. Perhaps I'll have enough set aside for our next hot springs visit. Not so sure about that. We're old enough that we shouldn't really be bathing together anymore. It's nice that she's already making use of the soap at least. From Princess Alphen. Subject, it tasted divine. The Eastern tea you sent me was just delicious, Reen. I did have a difficult time bringing out its true essence, mind. Eastern and Western teas are prepared very differently, I've come to learn. I think you would be much better at it. I'd love it if you could teach me your ways. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that when I gave it to her. I like the idea of teaching her how to prepare it, though. Okay. Why is all this Empire history stuff so tricky for me? Do you get any of this, Leo? I can help you with this with Crossbell stuff. I'm all set when it comes to stuff about the ocean, but anything else and I'm a lost case. I get that it's important to know history so you can learn from it, but do we really gotta memorize all these names and dates? I feel like my head's about to explode. Seems like they're cramming for their history exams. They look pretty focused. Maybe I can help them out a bit. Hey, Yuna, Leonora. It sounds like you two might be having some trouble. Instructor Reen! Well, you're kinda at the root of all our problems right now. I guess that's one way to put it. As my way of apologizing, how about I help you study? For real? Oh man, that'd be great! This part we covered in class just recently. The War of the Lions began in 947. Can you name the 3 events that directly led to it? Let's see. The War of the Lions was a battle over succession, so the first reason was the death of Emperor Valius V. Yeah, that's exactly right. The next is the assassination of Prince Manfred, right? He was supposed to be the Emperor. But isn't it just those two things? Well, to be fair, the third reason's a little tricky, but it's also the most direct cause of the war. All the remaining princes trying to claim the throne at once. Oh yeah, that's right! Oh, I get it. The first one to try to seize the throne was the fourth Prince, Orthros. Then it was 2 years after the war began that Prince Dreikels raised an army to put an end to it. When you explain it in steps like that, it's easier to understand. Yeah, there's a lot to remember, but I feel like it's better organized in my head now. Glad to help. No matter how the question is actually written, as long as you understand the sequence of events, you should be able to answer. I hate to admit it, but he's kinda reliable. Why don't you just appreciate him for what he is? Huh? I hope I was able to help you guys, even a little. Oh, and while I'm here, let me go over the different battlefields with you. Bond with Yuna strengthened. Awesome. Okay, so I think I'll keep that one. Oh. Yeah, okay. Understanding board games? No. Alright, let's head up the stairs. What's going on over here? Are you helping these two study, Toa? Yep, sure am. These two were both a little worried about questions on politics. Not to mention all the recent changes in the political landscape. The dissolution of the House of Representatives and the House of Peers, the establishment of the Central Diet, the Ape Metropolis Plan. It all sounds like some foreign language. I feel your pain. If you have the time, would you mind helping us out, Rean? There's only so much I can cover on my own. Yeah, sure thing. AP increased by 2. Awesome. Oh, Instructor Rean! You all studying for the test together? Yes, we're going over things subject by subject and teaching each other the ones we know best. My specialty is the medical field. Leave survival skills to me. And finally, I'm in charge of physics. Sounds like you guys got a good system going on here. Well, if that was everything on the exams, then yes, but we're having some trouble with history. Well, guess that's where I come in. Here, let me take a look. Yay, thank you! Guess it never hurts to ask. Thanks for your help. AP increased by 2, yay! Are you two studying orbital technology? For now, yes. I'm going to teach Tita about military science, and she's teaching me about orbments. I see. Well, doesn't sound like there's much I can help with there. Actually, regarding the usage of orbital AEDs, if you don't mind, could we get a brief overview? I've had some questions about its use outside of just basic operation. Oh yeah, I was curious about that too. Well, that I can help with. Leave it to me. Yay, thank you! My thanks. Alright. Let's save again. Looks like you two are reviewing political ethics. Indeed. Unlike other subjects, this one incorporates current events. So we thought we could study by reviewing said events. Unfortunately, all these new terms are rather confusing. I've just spent the whole time asking Kurt questions. Sorry for keeping you from your own studying. Not at all. Explaining these concepts to you is an excellent method of review for me. So please, don't worry yourself. You really are a great guy. Kurt seems to be doing fine, but I might still be able to help out here. Should I help these two study? I don't think I'll keep this one, but, is it alright if I join you guys? I'd like to try out a quick economics quiz on you, too. I see. Sounds interesting. Sure, alright. Alright, let's start with you, Kurt. What is it called when the market as a whole is down, but one stock is high? I believe that's isolated gain. Good job, that's correct. Your turn, Wayne. What's it called when the market rises and falls drastically in a short time period? Violent waves? Oh, almost there, but not quite. The term is violent fluctuations, correct? Exactly. I see. Next question. Either of you can answer this. What is the term for financial gain generated through ownership of an asset? Did that question stump even you, Kurt? I've narrowed it down to 2 candidates. Do you happen to know the answer, Wayne? I'm not completely sure, but a term did pop into my head. Is it capital gain? Capital gain is generated by selling assets, such as stocks, for more than you bought them for. Mixing those two up is a pretty common mistake. In that case, is it income gain, perhaps? Exactly. That was a tough one, but you got it. No, it's simply the process of elimination this time. Even so, good job, Kurt. We're both from Heimdall, but you're so much better at this than me. Oh, you're from the capital too, Wayne? Yeah, though technically there was a short bit when I was elsewhere. But anyway, I'm thankful Kurt's here. I pale in comparison to you, whether it's in studies or practical skills. But someday I'll definitely catch up to you. I'm flattered to hear you say so. However, I will continue to hone my skills as well. They've got quite the spirited relationship. Okay, so... yeah. Kurt's doing fine. Maybe Wayne needed help there, but... yeah. Valerie, what are you doing here? Is there a problem? No, I was just wondering why you weren't studying for the exams. Everyone else has gotten together and started studying their weakest subjects. Must I do the same thing as everyone else? Besides, exams are for measuring your average knowledge. If you cram the day before, it's not a proper measurement. Well, I suppose, but I thought that Valerie had opened up a little since she first got here. But I guess she's still just as aloof as ever. Oh yeah, you joined the Modern Music Club, right? How's that been going? Well, that reaction says it all. Are you having some trouble with the club? Let's say I am. What does it matter to you? I'd appreciate it if you'd quit prying into my personal matters. I've got nothing to talk with you about. Is that so? As a teacher, I can't let whatever problem she's having continue. I'll talk to the other members of her club first, Pablo and Gustav. Okay, I think Gustav was actually in one of the classrooms down here. Yep. Hey, Gustav, can we talk? Instructor Rean, what is it? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. Did something happen in the Modern Music Club? Well, it seems like Pablo and Valerie got into a fight over something. Valerie hasn't shown up to practice since then. Somehow I knew this would happen eventually. Why's that? Well, Valerie's the kind of person who shies away from the spotlight. Not because of her personality, but more because of her upbringing. Oh. Valerie's always seemed to carry herself like a noble. Sometimes she almost reminds me of Muse and Tatiana. Yeah, I got the same impression from her. Nobles are extremely rare in Northumbria these days. Wonder if she grew up being resented by those around her. It's possible, but this is all just speculation. Good point. I need to ask her about it directly. Thank you, Gustav. That was a big help. Oh, don't mention it. I didn't actually do much. Okay, now I see what's going on. I should go talk with Pablo next. Wherever he is. Oh, he's in the cafeteria? Okay. Alright, Ash, what are you doing? Ash, Stark, don't you need to study? What, you think we're just doing this for fun? We're actually using chess pieces to review military science. I see. Reviewing military science. Both of them scored high in that class. That being said, maybe I'll join them since I have the chance. Yeah, I'll probably have to reload this one too. This reminds me of when I was in school. Would it be alright if I joined you? Sure, that'd be great. Sounds like a good way to kill time, at least. If you have any questions, I'm all ears. In that case, can you analyze this field exercise question? Let's see what the topic is. Using a mid-sized troop to support and siege, and how to move them efficiently. Okay, then let's start the lecture. Really getting into this, Instructor Rean. Don't try to make this into another class. I can't help it, so please bear with me. So here's the real question. Let's look at this from before our main troops hit the enemy's main troops. It's a siege battle, so we need to hit the enemy from behind. You can have your support troop either deploy right behind the enemy, or have them take a long detour to hit them from afar. From those two options, which would you choose? I get them from behind, obviously. The longer you take, the more likely you are to get caught. Well, that is true. What do you think, Stark? Let's see. I think both answers are wrong. Dang it, I didn't even notice. Wouldn't make sense for the support troop to engage before the main troops do. There we are. Now you got it. Dirty trick question. So I think the support troops should make their move while the main troops are engaged. And once they are, the support troop attacks from right behind the enemy. Yes, precisely. Having your support troop take a long detour is a waste of time if the main forces are already engaged. So yeah, that should be all for this question. I hope that was helpful. It was really helpful. That was a great lesson. Alright, bring on the next question. I'll get it right this time. Alright, here's another. Alright, I'm gonna reload that one as well. It seems like Muse and Altina are the ones that are gonna need the most help. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just making guesstimates. Okay, no one down here. Hey, Reen. Oh, hello, Randy. Are you teaching military studies? Yeah, well, Sydney was about to head out. Jeez, he's still got potential. Kids shouldn't give up so easily. I was planning on studying some more tonight. I just figured I should relax for a bit first. He's lying. You better just give in. He's offering to lend you a hand. Just say aye and be done with it. Fine. Randy, would it be alright if I help too? We may need to get a little rough with Sydney. Oh yeah? Sounds great to me. Why do these things always... Oh, that's great. Hey, Pablo, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Hey, Pablo. Hey, Instructor Reen. Can I help you with something? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. I heard you got into a big fight with her. Aye, we argument got way out of hand. Well, I haven't talked since. How did it start? I asked her to be on vocals. Vocals? Aye, she never sings in front of people. But I've heard her sing to herself a few times, and her voice is just too good. So I asked her to take over on vocals, even just once, you know? She wasn't having it, though. I got a wee bit pissed, and next thing you know, we were going at it. I see. Come to think of it, I've heard her singing too. I clearly remember that she has a nice voice. I know she doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but I just think it'd be such a big waste of talent if she didn't. I know I went overboard myself, though. Problem is, I can't figure out how to make things right. Yeah. I'm going to talk to her one more time. Can you wait a little longer? Instructor Reen! Cheers, I appreciate it. I think I've got a better grasp on the situation now. I should probably go talk with Valerie again. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you've got anything to worry about. by the way, you seem tired. Is everything okay? Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. After all, I need to support everyone. Hey, but don't overdo it, alright? Ah, new issue of the Imperial Chronicle. Ordis bombarded, Juno taken by force. At dawn on June 19th, the port city of Ordis in the Lemaire province was assaulted by an unimaginably loud sound. At the same time, a giant pillar of water rose up in the bay, and 10 minutes later, there was a second roar that sunk the freighters anchored in the bay instantly, sending the enormous port city into an immediate panic. The bombardment continued afterward, and while no rounds fell in the city, harbor buildings and ships were heavily damaged. Balearis Lighthouse, the symbol of Ordis, was completely destroyed. Where did the bombardment come from? The source of the assault is thought to be the very new Dragunov-class railway cannons that were recently unveiled. The 4 weapons that were constructed in RF's Western factory for the Imperial Army were stolen and attacked from the Valley region more than 500 selj away from Ordis. According to the Imperial Army, the new cannon's maximum range is 500 selj, which is unexpected proof it was those weapons that were used. At 9 o'clock on the same day, as the shells rained down, the Juno naval fortress near the port city was attacked suddenly and was briefly occupied. The Unified Regions Army that was in charge of the fortress pushed through in a break from the railway gunfire from the valley. They said that the fortress was occupied by a Jaeger Corps and an autonomous weapon group of unknown affiliation. They are assumed to be in the same group that stole the railway cannons. There was an armored group with a second corps as well, so reports are conflicted. Handling the incident and assigning responsibility. The port city and valley areas were surrounded by confusion, but the 4 railway cannons were recovered by the Unified Regions Army, and those helping them by noon of the same day. Other companions recaptured the naval fortress, bringing the incident to a close. However, powers other than the captured Jaeger Corps fled the area, and their location is still unknown. The Jaeger Corps were given over to the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division, and have already had their identities discovered, but a well-informed source tells us they may not be revealed by order of the government. In any case, it appears to be clear that the Marquis Ballad of the Lemaire province was involved in both the theft of the railway cannons and the understaffing of the naval fortress, making a rare statement of impeachment likely to be handed down by the Imperial Provincial Council. Incident: strange occurrences near Haliask. Also on June 19th, near Haliask in the Northumbrian province, an underground autonomous weapon factory was discovered, and then seized and destroyed within the day. It was assumed to be a remnant of an international criminal organization from the Northern War last year, and is not thought to be directly related to the incident in Lemaire. Bravo to both campuses of Thor's Military Academy. The incident was handled by Thor's Military Academy students who were training near Haliask. As the head cadet, Crown Prince Cedric made the decision, and finally the factory was attacked by the Crimson Wings, totally destroying it, and allaying any doubts. Local residents were temporarily evacuated, but His Highness's directions and care for the wounded were perfect. "He's not your average student," says one classmate. Incidentally, students of the Academy's branch campus contributed to the handling of the incident in Lemaire, giving an additional sheen of pride to the Horned Lion's crest. And main campus gets a whole quote and everything, and the branch campus gets, oh yeah, and they helped too. Preparations for the summer festival begin. 1 month later than other areas of the Empire, the time for Heimdall's summer festival is nearing. The event will be held July 17th through the 19th this year, which is slightly short, but will be full of celebrations and events like the Summer Festival concert, the summer races, and a special performance of the opera. Events: Stars in the Ancient Zemirian Civilization. Beginning on July 7th in the Leica district of Heimdall, the Stars in the Ancient Zemirian Civilization exhibit will be open at the museum. The event will last the entire month, and many are expected to visit during the summer festival. The permanent exhibitions in the entrance hall are also said to be enjoyable. The curator reminds us to let your mind go back to the romance of ancient times. Okay. Alright, well... let's talk to Muse. Are you two studying physics? Looks like you're making good progress. Well, actually, we're having a hard time concentrating. But I'm sure that if you helped us, we could make even more progress. I almost thought you were being serious there for a second. Muse never changes. They both get good grades, so I shouldn't have to worry about them. But that's still no reason for me not to help out. Okay, so maybe I should do that event with Kurt again. Well, if it won't distract you, I can help. It has decided. Thank you. More for Wayne's sake than for Kurt's sake, but still. Judging from your notes, you probably don't even need my help. Though, Tatiana, you may have made a few careless mistakes. Sorry. I wasn't criticizing you. We're both still having some trouble with one of the more recent concepts. The variables that affect trajectory. Rotation and air resistance cause trajectories to deviate. Instructor Michael is already teaching you that, huh? Yes, but we're having a hard time grasping it. Especially the precision effect. Would you be able to teach us about it? That's actually hard for me, too. When it's a rotating object, in this case a bullet, is hit with an external force, such as air resistance, its trajectory will devalue. Or deviate? Deviate, yeah. A bullet rotating to the right will sway right, and a bullet rotating to the left will sway left. At the very least, just remember that. To be honest, that's the extent of my knowledge on the subject. I see. That's still helpful. It's hard for me to answer questions outside my specialty. Might be better to ask Instructor Michael. Does that mean you're abandoning us? Would you be able to help us a little more? I feel like you're really good at breaking things down to make them easier to learn. Well, when you put it that way, I can't refuse. He even looks cute when he's struggling. Oh dear. Well... Instructor Schwarzer, are you still here? Yeah, I talked with Pablo and Gustav. I think you should find a way to make up with Pablo. You're such a busybody. Well, if it were just a normal argument, I wouldn't step in like this. But it seems like there's something you've been bottling up. Bottling up? Yeah, I'm sure you'll deny it, but you want to be on vocals more than anyone, don't you? That's not true. Well, sorry if I am being a busybody, but you're from a noble family in Northumbria, right? So what if I am? It's just, if that were the case, I can imagine the circumstances you must have endured. Well, you're not wrong there. Back when Northumbria was still a principality, the nobility system was still in place. After the Northumbrian disaster, the government was remade and the nobility abolished, though they kept their wealth to some extent. In a poor country like ours, children born into wealth and conflict were, of course, victims of envy and spite. Valerie. And on top of that, I have another secret. The truth is, my family is related to the former Grand Prince of Northumbria, Balmond. Really? A former Grand Prince? I'm sure you know the story. You're a history teacher after all. Grand Prince Balmond, the traitorous ruler who fled Northumbria during the disaster 28 years ago. Apparently, any family with connections to him is a family of devils, mine included. How could they say such a thing? I came here intending to keep that a secret, but I don't care anymore. Anyway, it's probably best you not get involved with a devil. So please, instructor, just leave me be. I can't do that. Oh? Valerie, how come you didn't tell me sooner? It's no fair for someone who's done nothing wrong to be treated like that. Hey, how long were you two here? We were here pretty much the whole time. Sorry. Pablo and I were just worried, though. The school is just full of busybodies. But fine, I'll let you two know as well. Nothing good will come from associating with me, so... Don't be daft! Huh? Yeah, hearing that stuff even made me angry. Family of devils? None of that matters in the world of rock. Aye, come to think of it, it might even come in handy. Rock's all about the soul. Your upbringing doesn't have anything to do with it. Here, Valerie. It's about time you quit bottling it all up. Take these emotions and light a fire to them. Let them blow right up. He means they want to play some rock music with you now. Alright then, I'll go get the key to the art room. You get me, Instructorine. Hey, what are you... How did it end up like this? No use whining about it. Yeah, you just gotta do it. I know. Screw it. Oh, nice. That was brilliant. Your music was almost entrancing. I'd say it was pretty darn close to professional sounding.
Flattery won't get you anywhere.
No need to be so shy. That was a square 1,000 times better than any lyrics that follow to my gob. So from now on, you'll be focusing on vocals. Is that alright with you, Valerie?
Fine, whatever.
I guess it's too late for me to back out anymore anyway. The secret's out now. Does that mean you'll agree to it? Yeah, I give up. Yes, get it in there! Get in there! I get the feeling things are only going to get more fun from here on. Branch Campus Quest, Rock and a Hard Place, completed. Amazing quest name. And then, boom. Let's take a look inside the student store, see what they got. Alright, Daisy, what's up? Remember our little promise? The one we made for after the midterms were over? Oof. Can't believe I almost forgot about a good sesh on the juice. Mind handling the particulars while I work out the schedule? Certainly.
Alright there.
What do you got in terms of limited items? Heavy shin guards. Okay, I'm gonna buy one of these. And one of these. So that I have the full set of 5. And just because I don't want to change Kurt's equipment on that front. We'll
Hope to see you again. Give us a shout and I'll get you what you need.
Blonde hair for Aurelia.
Catch you later.
Okay, so there's a main quest thing at the hangar, of course, and then we can talk to Altina for the last bonding event. Also, hi Celestin. The students all seem to be working hard to prepare for their first exams. Though perhaps that's a matter of course. This is their chance to show how much they've learned since enrolling here, which makes it my duty to bring out the best in all of them. Speaking as an instructor, I can't thank you enough for that. I heard that you offer them studying tips, and I even bring them late-night snacks. That is correct. I don't mean to overstep my bounds, of course, but I can't help but see my young master in every last one of them. I can relate. Sometimes I look at my class and feel those same little pangs of nostalgia. So, before the exams kick off tomorrow, allow me to thank you for everything you've done for them, Celestin. Certainly, it is a true privilege. Oh, Altina and Luis, are you guys studying here? Yes, we're reviewing music for the art class exam. It seems there will be a listening portion of the test. We're studying for it outside so we don't bother anyone. Oh, I see. Art is quite a difficult subject. Factual questions are fine, but I can't handle subjective ones. I actually have a harder time remembering all the dates and names for the factual questions. Let's help each other out, Allie. Yes, please. It's true that questions require opinions or emotion. That questions that require opinions or emotion are difficult for Altina. Maybe I can help her and Louise with their studying. Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about music myself, but maybe there's something I can do to help you two study. Really? Yes, please. So both of you are worried about the listening part of the exam? Oh my, yes. It's mostly that we have no idea what sort of questions we'll have to answer for it. So we've been listening to a bunch of different kinds of pieces. I don't have any trouble naming the chords, tempos, or names of the pieces, but in class we've been asked for our impressions of songs. And when that happens, I'm completely lost, so I've been asking Louise what her impressions of the songs are. I don't think that's really the spirit of the question. I do feel a bit guilty about it. But wait, I'm sure the principal will have already predicted this. Meaning? In other words, there's a good chance she's written questions that memorization will not help you answer. Because of that, I think it would be best for you to sharpen your creative sensibilities, Altina. Oh, I see. How do I do that? Well, listening to a bunch of different pieces and coming up with impressions is a good start. But you can't just get Louise's answers. You need to think about how they make you feel, Altina. I'll join you, so maybe if we keep at it, it'll help you out on the exam. I suppose it's worth a try. That's our instructor Reen for you. The three of them listened to many songs and discussed each of their impressions. Okay. Equipment, check. Now to report to Mr. Celestin. Oh, Instructor Reen, good day to you. Hello, Frankie. You seem to be busy lately. I guess when you're Celestin's assistant, every day's like that, huh? Or every day's like that, huh? Yeah, each and every day ends with me reflecting on my work. But lately I feel like I've gotten a little used to it. I even have more energy than I used to. I see. If he's able to keep up with Celestin, he's definitely got some talent. Well, I'm just glad to hear things are going well. Just keep at it and don't give up. Understood. Thank you. He'll make a bracer receptionist in no time. Exams? It seems like everyone is under quite a lot of stress. Thank you as well, Reen. It appears you've been pulled in a number of different directions. Well, that's being an instructor for you. Alright. Hello, Professor Schmidt. Are these the remains of the White Ion? I was able to get a decent sample. The sample is better than the ones from Sutherland and Crossbell. But it will still take quite some time for me to analyze it. Is that so? I mean, its abilities were intense. Spatial annihilation, moving the railway cannons. It's safe to say it's a culmination of the Society's Gordius series. The last I heard, its development stalled out 2 years ago, but we may need to revise our understanding. In any event, your Tachi has been repaired. Oh, has it? Oh. Good, thank you. Check it to make sure it's as sharp as you remember. Okay, thank you, Professor. To be honest, I thought it was going to be the end of me. I was somehow able to endure it with that mana blade thing. It was probably some mana feedback that went through the Divine Knight, but it's not reliable. Don't expect it to happen again. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, thank you very much. Can't believe it's already this late. Sky looks kinda strange. I'll need to prep for the exam before I head back today. Once I'm done with everything I need to do, I'll head back to the faculty lounge. Other way. Over here. Ugh. Should I start my final preparations for the exams? Yes. Reen looked over the exams for tomorrow and saw the students off campus. After one final check to make sure everything was locked up, he prepared to head back to the dorm. Looks like it's only sprinkling, but still, I'm glad I brought this umbrella. All the students are gone now, so maybe
I didn't think it was raining this hard.
That's... Toa.
Oh, Reen! Was it your turn to lock up today? Thanks for taking care of things.
No problem. Here, do you need an umbrella? We can share mine.
It's okay. It's not raining that hard.
Either way, we share the umbrella or I hand it over to you. Whichever you'd prefer.
That's not fair. You're not giving me much of a choice. Fine. You win. We'll share the umbrella. Just don't get your shoulder wet from trying to give me more cover, okay?
No worries. After all, you're so tiny.
My, I wonder what you were about to say.
Nothing. Nothing. She's onto us. You used to be so much more straightforward and innocent, and now you're giving me impossible choices like this. You've grown up, but in a bad way. Sorry. But knowing you gave your umbrella to a student in need, and then lied to them about having a spare so they wouldn't feel guilty. Were you watching? No, I just knew you wouldn't forget to bring an umbrella, and it started raining so suddenly it's an easy situation to imagine. Jeez, you're banned from making weirdly accurate guesses like that, too. Reen, you're still only 20. You could stand to be a little more innocent. Even though we're colleagues, don't forget I'm still a year older than you. Got it. But I think going through all that changed me a bit. Huh? Nothing. Sorry. Let's head back. Or did you need to stop by somewhere first? No, I'm fine going straight home. So the political economics exam is with the Vice Principal Heinrich from the main campus. Yes, his expertise was a big help in making the exam. You're in charge of history and combat skills, right? Yeah. I worked with Instructor Beatrix and one of the new instructors at the main campus. It seemed like they were just as words. Manically busy as we are. I suppose it's no wonder after Principal Vandyck and Instructor Thomas both left. Or Van Dyke. But Instructor Makarov and Instructor Mary are still there and giving it their all. But this really brings me back. 2 years ago, Instructor Sarah and Instructor Neidhart were giving exams too. Yeah, seems like just yesterday. Feels like all the recent government policies are really putting a focus on the military. Nevertheless, it's reassuring to know our old instructors are still at it, doing everything they can. That's true. I'm a little worried about the upcoming field exercises in Northumbria, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to work hard to catch up to them. By the way, Angie and George are both back in Erebonia now. Oh yeah, that's right. Are they both in Ruhr right now? Yes, I believe so. But they must both be busy. I can't get in touch with either of them. Thinking about those two makes me a little jealous. It's clear how much they mean to each other. Oh, well, sure, but... Huh? Sure, but George isn't really Angelica's, type, right? Then again, considering the way they looked dancing together by the bonfire after the school festival... Well, they'd known each other for a long time, so maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But still, I can't help but feel like their relationship is a little different from just two friends. The difference in their social classes might be a problem to some, but if something did happen between them, I'd be the first to congratulate them. I think Crow would have felt the same way. Yeah. Probably congratulate them, then tease them relentlessly. He would do that. Green, you know you don't need to worry about your family or that masked person all on your own, right? If you ever need to talk, you've got not only the old Class 7 and Instructor Sarah, but the members of the new Class 7 as well. And of course, I'm always willing to lend you an ear, too. Toa. Do you happen to know about my father? Yeah, a little bit. I didn't hear it from Class 7 or Sarah or anything like that. But judging by Major Claire's behavior, I can make a guess. I see. Oh! Looks like it cleared up.
Wow.
Whoa. You can see the stars shining so clearly now.
Yeah, maybe the clouds all got blown away? Thanks for helping me out. Reminds me of when we went shopping together as students.
Oh wow, that feels like ages ago now. That was when you helped me figure out what to do for the school festival.
And then I showed you the video of our concert from the year before. Oh, wait, let's just forget about that.
Well, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget the sight of you in that outfit.
Rain, you're such a meanie.
But jokes aside, can we talk more sometime? I'd like to tell you some things. Things like my father, about what happened at the Infernal Castle, about what happened after you graduated. I want you to know the whole story from start to finish.
Of course, I'd love that.
Aww. Next day saw the start of the 4-day-long exams for both Thor's main campus and its branch campus. In the events leading up to the War of the Lions in 947, which prince declared himself the next emperor following the assassination of Crown Prince Manfred. Oh, we learned this from Instructor Reen just a few days ago. That was 4th Prince Orthros. Second period, Physics. Which of the following statements about the effects of gyroscopic spin on bullets is true? This is... bullets spinning clockwise, so that's... Oh... Skews right. Easy! First period, Military Studies. Choose the most efficient way of moving a squad during a siege battle. Easy. While engaging attack from behind. Obviously, it's this one. Well, I'm glad I did all the events. Even if I had to reload a few of them. What is the term for profit generated via selling stocks and bonds? Profit generated via selling stocks and bonds. No, that's not it. Oh, frick. I should have gone with my first instinct. Oh well. I messed up. I'm sorry, Kurt. This part of the exam will be a listening test. Give a name to this song based on what you hear. Just as Instructor Reen said, this part is interesting. I like this. I like the sound of broken wings. That might be it. I think it could also be Look to the Sky, but... Huh. I have absolutely no idea, frick. This is going well. I got 2 of them right and 2 of them wrong. During a disaster, ensuring a source of clean water is imperative. Which of these is the correct order to create a water filter? Left is the lowest layer. Oh. I learned this from Instructor Ring not that long ago. I'm not feeling all that confident. I should be able to narrow down the answers. I cannot afford to get this wrong. What a pain. I believe it was cloth, charcoal, pebbles, and sand. Frick! Thus, the week of exams came to a close without incident. Without incident, huh? While some students felt unease at the thought of their scores, most reveled in the sense of freedom that can only come after exams are over. And by the principal's decree, a special class was held that afternoon to allow the students to relax and celebrate the end of their exams. Oh.
Not a bad view.
Gosh darn it, Ash. Still, we've got a nice little picture here.
Don't forget, we are still in the middle of class.
Instructor Reen, please help me work on my swimming form.
No.
Muse? Hey! Why are you trying to drag him into the changing room?
Gosh darn it, Muse.
For the Arch. This time for sure.
What a nice little pool party.
Agreed. Everyone sure is lively.
I'm sure they need to unwind after how hard they all worked.
However,
Probably.
if we're calling this a class, there should be some semblance of structure to it.
Or perhaps a competition. One we can only hold here.
Oh boy. We doing a swimming minigame?
I've some ice-cold drinks available for any parched throats out there.
With the festive post-exam mood in the air, Reen and Class 7 deepened their bonds with the other classes. Eventually, Aurelia arranged for a competition between Reen, Randy, and Michael. As the competition reached its fiercest point, the special class came to an end. Exams and then swimming. I'm mentally and physically exhausted. However, you seem to have enjoyed yourself. We saw an incredible matchup, so I'd say it was a successful lesson. How did I end up here too? Jeez, we're in the same class, so at least try to pretend like you hang out with us sometimes. Tita, Yuna, this cheesecake you two made is simply divine. It goes well with Mr. Celestin's iced coffee, too. Agreed, it's incredible. I dare say you could open up a shop. Aw, you think? It really isn't that hard to make. It's cool and light, perfect for the hot summer weather. Tomorrow's a free day, but then next weekend we've got field exercises. And I heard Panzer Soldat training's on Wednesday. Seems like they usually tell us where the field exercises are on Soldat training day. But if we're shipping out next weekend, it's gonna be real short notice this time. Maybe the exam's screwed with the schedule. That's right, we need more time to prepare. Perhaps they're making things more difficult for us since we've gotten used to the pace. Still only 2 days to prepare is a bit too difficult. Well, I suppose we've no choice but to wait until Wednesday to find out. And that will also be the day we'll find out our exam results. I don't have high hopes for the results. I messed that up real bad. Don't remind me. I made so many mistakes. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the rankings. The exams are over and done with. No sense in fretting over them now. Well, look at you, Mr. Honor Student. Of course you wouldn't be worried. Aren't you just as confident about your results, Ash? Yeah, I'm just gonna go full throttle tomorrow so I don't think about my score. Oh, wait. We've got to keep training too, huh? Yes, though it will depend on the professor. But I would definitely like to participate. I need to keep my senses honed. Agreed. The Naval Fortress proved very effective for that. That makes it even more regrettable that we were unable to join the instructor's team. Well... I know we're nowhere near their level, but... Everyone... Oh, right, speaking of the keep, there was something I wanted to ask all of you in Class 7. Phew, great job, everyone. Their answers are written so well, I can tell they really understood everything. I don't want to start sounding like Instructor Thomas, but as an instructor, seeing this couldn't make me happier. Tomorrow's a free day, and we've got our briefing at 3 p.m. We're going to address the short amount of prep time we're being given. It would make sense if the location was... No, don't jump to conclusions. It's gotta be Heimdall. Oh wow, this is really good. Yuna and Tita really outdid themselves with this snow-baked cheesecake, they called it. It's 8:30 and I've made some good progress on my grading. Maybe I should go out and cool off a bit. Oh, Thor's armband. Doesn't really look great with that outfit. So we'll keep the Mishi. Are you grading tests, Major Irving? Yes, but I'm almost done. What about you, Schwarzer? I just hit a good stopping point. Would you like me to brew you some coffee? I appreciate it, but it wouldn't be good if it spilled on the tests. Once I'm done, I'll make some myself. I see. Major Irving takes his work very seriously, I guess. Rawr, hey Gus, good to see ya. How's it going? I see. So that was the answer after all. That was careless of me. I should have been more thorough. Reen eats and drinks at his desk and leaves the dirty dishes there. Oh dear. Kurt, are you grading your own test? Yes, well, only insofar as I know. Listen, Kurt, I appreciate the dedication, but why don't you go relax with everyone else, at least just for today? Well, Sydney did invite me out tonight, but we have club tomorrow. I can always rest then. Not to mention, today's swim practice was a refreshing change of pace. Well, as long as you're fine with it, Kurt. Okay, who else is down here? Toa? So this is where you were. Yep, just looking over some documents. I thought that maybe I could bring my reference books from Heimdall and keep them here. Your home's in Heimdall, huh? Come to think of it, I'm not sure you've ever told me about your life outside of school. Wow, maybe you're right. Truth be told, I don't really talk about myself much. Where do I even start? Well, my parents passed away when I was really young. Ever since then, my aunt and uncle have taken care of me. I have no idea. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all morbid. I didn't have a deprived childhood or anything. My aunt and uncle were truly kind to me. My grandpa, too. And since my parents were both scholars, they left me with lots of books. Each one I read helped me feel a little more connected to them. In that sense, you could say I was truly blessed. Toa. So your grandfather and your parents were all scholars? I guess being sharp as a tack runs in the family, huh? Oh, please, I'm not really all that bright. Anyway, the exams are finally over, so get some relaxing in, Rean. Right back at ya. I mean, we do have that pool on campus. You might want to go for a swim. Take a break from all that work. You're a meanie, Rean. I'm not all that smart, says the girl who has literally gotten special perks because of how smart she is. And been offered multiple different jobs. It's finally over. Looks like you're pretty tired. Yes, I'm tired from the pool, but more tiring was the last several days I spent at my desk studying. I hope my sniping skills haven't deteriorated. Don't worry, you should be fine, Maya. Tomorrow is your free day, so it might not be a bad idea to rest. Yes, that's true. I see. That's right. Oh, is that a letter from back home? Yeah, it was sent from Ulster this morning. It says the neighborhood cat gave birth, and the old man down the lane hurt his back. Stuff like that, nothing too serious. The piece is nice for a change. Yeah, that's true. But there was something interesting that was sent with the letter. Oh, is that so? I can't talk about it just yet. I'll probably tell you about it soon, so look forward to it. Got it. Welp. Who's gonna meet us in the shower? Or, not shower, but in the bathroom this time. It's a bath. I've got some time now, so maybe I'll wash up a bit. Seems like most of the students feel pretty good about their exams. Though we won't know the results till early next week. This feels great. But sitting here just makes me realize all the mistakes I made on my exams. I always used to score well at the police academy. That's Yuna. That voice. Hey, Yuna. Instructor Rean? Were you listening to me the whole time, you creeper? And there's the mandatory Yuna reaction. You never noticed that chest scar? Oh yeah, it's been there since Cold Steel 1. You just don't often see him from with his shirt off. Is Reen from Dragon's Dogma? Did a dragon steal his heart? We don't know where that scar came from yet. Reen's had it as long as he can remember, and it's still hasn't been explained. So it's entirely possible. Sorry about that. It's not your fault the baths are built like this. And I was the one who was talking out loud. Well, I think you're doing a good job here, Yuna. You've been studying and training from the moment you got here, and I've seen you steadily improve in all your subjects. I understand why Randy and Major Claire think so highly of you, and I'm right there with them, of course. This guy, for real. I think I've got a better idea of the kind of guy you are now. I know the struggles Elise and Elisa must go through. Huh? Yeah, that's your usual reaction. I had all these expectations about the legendary hero of Erebonia, and you turn out to be like this, for better or worse. People knew this was what the Ashen Chevalier was really like. No, you'd probably just get even more popular. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but thanks for the food earlier. The no-bake cheesecake, was it? Really was delicious. Oh, that. Tita and I worked together on that. There was actually something else I wanted to make, so the cheesecake was just practice. Oh, what was it you wanted to make? That's a secret. I see. That felt so good. Oh yeah, Mr. Salison put some sodas in the fridge for us. The Ashen Chevalier is a weirdo who wears a towel in the bath. It's soaking wet and no longer serving any function beyond keeping the game's rating down. Oh, he's not the only one that does that. All the characters in these games do that. I'm gonna go get one. Do you want one too? Yeah, sounds good. I'll help myself to one later. The soda is Ramune, huh? These are from way in the east. How does Celestin even get these? I know, right? Alright, what's going on in here? I didn't think I'd be asked to weight train after swimming. Kairi has also gotten really strong. Anyway, time to work up a sweat. Oh, really? Swim training tired me out a lot, but I still have some energy left. Alright, I'm going to push myself to the brink. Good for you, kid. Good for you. What are these two doing? Phew, it's been a while since I've gotten that much of a workout. And your swimming was impressive, Muse. I suppose growing up near the sea helps. Well, I was no match for you or Yuna. But, you know. What is it? I've been thinking about the Academy-issued swimsuit. It's not quite revealing enough, wouldn't you say? Muse. If it showed off just a little more, I bet Instructor Reed wouldn't be able to take his eyes off me. Gosh darn it, Muse! You really are something else. Seriously? I'm right here, you know. Oh, yes, I'm aware. Gosh darn it. Nothing like an ice cold ramen after a nice hot bath. I drink it all in one gulp. Anyway, Freddy's cheesecake got pretty much the reception I thought it would. Maybe I should have prepared some more. Freddy's cheesecake, huh? What is this? This is my version of the no-bake cheesecake. It's just as tasty as the one Yuna made. The smell's giving me the book. You're right. It's really got quite a strong, presence. Why even bother with bath scenes anyway? It's not like the conversations they're having can only be had in the tub. Fair enough. See, you guys understand how great it is. After all, I used tons of my secret ingredient on it. Blue cheese. Oh! A blue cheese cheesecake? Oh. I'm glad you like it so much. Nah, mate. I said it's Rican. Nope. Hold, hang on. Need to unlock some emotes from another channel real quick. Oh no. Hi, Instructor Rain. Would you like some coffee? No thanks, I'm alright. Thanks for the offer, though. I can't believe it's already been a month since you started working here. It's nice to see how well you're fitting in. Thanks. When it comes to cooking, though, I'm still completely clueless. But at least I can still help prepare dinner. Oh yeah, Mr. Celestin is out right now doing errands. Oh, they're follower emotes that can only be used in his channel? Dang. Just let me know if you need something. Can do. Thanks. It's so smooth and it melts in the mouth like it's made of snow. It's not overly sweet and has a subtle creamy flavor. It's delicious. Aw, thank you. You give such good compliments, Tatiana. Is this the cheesecake you and Yuna made? I tried a bit of it earlier myself. It really is great. Oh, I'm so happy you enjoyed it. Wait, but isn't this the last piece? Is it really okay for me to have it? Of course, we can always make more after all. Freddy made some too, actually. You don't want Freddy's. You do not want Freddy's. Though I hear his has a stronger odor to it. I'm almost scared to ask. Yeah, that sounds about right for him. Not just about right, exactly right. Oh, we've got a side quest out here, huh? Well, let's see. Hey there, Stark. Enjoying the fresh air? Yes, I need some time to recover from the exams. There's no harm in relaxing like this once in a while. Can't blame you. Yeah, there's no better town for it than Leaves. The main campus is in Trista, right? It's just as nice there, too? Yeah, it's about the same, both in size and atmosphere. There was no fountain like this, but there was a plaza. I see. In any case, it's getting late. Don't stay up too long, alright? Of course, understood. Well, I do want to talk to Rosine. See if she has anything to say. Oh, is she not in the church right now? At least he didn't use Limburger cheese? Gotta smell on the bright side, right? I guess. Okay. Oh. Looks like Ash and Sydney are playing some cards. Dang, just can't get the sight of those swimsuits out of my head. Girls at our school are all solid 10s, and I haven't made any progress with a single one of them. It's 'cause they're all a bunch of goody-goody bookworms. And looks like I just won. Wait, for real? How are you so good at Vantage Masters, Ash? That's my secret. Now pay up. I'll be taking that magazine you got stashed away. What in the world are these two doing? I don't think we want to know, Rain. I don't think we want to know. Ah. A meeting of the class 7, or not class 7, the old Thor's students, girls. All right, troops, get the drinks in. Here's to all the hard work we put in every day. Hold up, Monk's not here yet. There's not enough bevy either. He's probably just running late. I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards. This allows me to play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards. And I drew exactly the card I needed. Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards. And that is why Pot of Greed is banned from play in tournaments. Or whatever. I don't know. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since, I don't know, around the time GX was coming out. Oh, it's Reen. Heyo! Hello there, Reen. Looks like you guys are having fun. You only know Yu-Gi-Oh! From the Abridged series and the memes? Fair enough. I haven't actually watched the Abridged series, so... Sorry, I can't join, but... Or, sorry I can't join, but... Seriously, you're way too busy. That said, I just grabbed anyone that seemed like they could make it. Don't think you're getting off, though. You're getting on the juice one of these days. Got it. I'll do my best to make some time. I'm looking forward to it. Don't overwork yourself. Try to get enough rest, okay? Cool. And it looks like Celestin and Principal are talking. Well, unless like that one video that shows what would have happened if Yugi didn't lose the Exodia cards. Basically wins every single match in the first turn by always drawing all 5 parts. Well, if it isn't rain. Sounds like exams are over and all's right with the Academy. My show's finally hitting its stride, too, so I think I can finally take a breather. At long last. By the way, I've heard that Radio Trista's really pulling in numbers lately. Yeah, with the return of Abend time, our listener pool is getting bigger and bigger. And that's got Director Michael thinking about starting some new shows. In fact, he's asked me to develop one myself. Is that so? Well, good for you, Monk. You've really earned it. You know, I never could have done that without you. Thank you, Rain. Oh, that's right. I've got to head out later. Let's talk again soon, Rain. Yeah, looking forward to it. I don't think we've seen Altina around. If a show isn't called Monkey Business, then someone needs to be fired. Amazing. Dang, I knew they wouldn't have it. Randy, are you looking for something? I've been looking for some rum that's made in Ordis. I should have looked for it when we were in Ordis, but we were so busy the whole time I didn't have time to. Yeah, we definitely didn't have any free time. So, you like rum? Well, I promised a friend I'd have a bottle of it, but I haven't been able to find the kind I'm looking for. I see. I bought a bottle of rum recently, and I think it was made in Ordis. Is this the bottle you were looking for? It's called Marion's Rum. Oh, I think we got that as a key item a few episodes ago, and I didn't know what it was for. Huh. Alright. Marion's Rum? This is exactly what I was looking for. How'd you get this? I guess I got lucky. You can have it, Randy. You know, I can't just accept this for free. Well, you got drinks for me in the past. So how about you pay the next time we go out for drinks and we'll call it even? Alright, you got a deal. Jeez, you can be really amazing sometimes. Well then, you have my most gracious thanks, Mr. Schwarzer. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of this. You're welcome. Branch Campus Quest, Where's the Rum Gone? Completed. The quest names being random references to things just never fails to get a laugh out of me. This store has a really good selection. Pineapple is in season right now. I love pineapples. I love the balance of sweet and sour. They sell pineapples here? What don't they sell here? The kitchen sink? No, they probably sell that too. Louise, you should always make sure to have your glasses on when you go out. Huh? Why is that? They don't sell rum. The dog is still minding the store. Amazing. Ooh, we can get some silver cufflinks for Kurt. Actually, it would be funny if they did have the rum Randy was looking for. It would. Okay, Hey Kurt, I got something for you. Are these cufflinks? Yeah, they're pretty intricately designed, don't you think? They have these subtle accents that shine beautifully when the light hits them just right. I thought they'd look good on you, so please take them. Thank you, I really do like them. You're always thinking of others. I'm surprised you notice how I prefer subtler fashions. As your instructor, it's my job to notice things like that. Kurt's strength increased by 10. Yes! Hey, Jingo, can I talk to you? Yes, I can. Aha! Gotcha. I'll get more goods ready then. See ya, Mama. She must be talking with her mom. Things seem kind of tense, though. I guess that isn't different from normal nowadays. Okay. Let's go see Altina at the cafe, and then I'll have Reen go to bed. Oh, hi, Schmidt. Ah, now that's a good cup of coffee. Though I wouldn't mind if it were just a little bit more bitter. I feel like you always have a cup of coffee with you, Professor. Do you ever drink tea instead? I don't particularly dislike tea, but nothing refreshes the mind quite like a strong, sharp stimulus. Meaning, the bitterer, the better. I see. So you always take your coffee black, then? That's Russell. Don't lump me in with him. I put sugar in, of course. How else would I get my brain going? I see. Sorry. Oh, hey there, Instructor Reen. Hello. Enjoying some tea, I see. Yes, they're letting me join in. We're glad to have you with us. Oh yeah, big news, Instructor. In the swimming class earlier, Allie finally reached her goal of 40 arch. Whoa, really? I was so focused on the race, I didn't notice. Good job, Altina. I'm proud of you. It's not that impressive, considering how long it took me to reach. But even so, I still feel a sense of accomplishment. It's because you worked so hard. What's wrong? Looks like you overcame some stuff too, huh, Valerie? Your expression is a lot lighter compared to before. Oh, yep, we did help her out with the side quest, so... Huh? It's a good thing, no need to be shy. You're up next, Allie. I can't remember the last time I saw you smile. Or wait, have I ever seen that? I don't think I'll be able to comply. But I'll think about it. Leonora's a good influence on those two. Aww. That's sweet. Oh, hey, Reen. You done with work today? What's up, Randy? Hi, Randy. Yeah, but I'm not planning to hit the hay just yet. Good to hear. Want to hang out for a little? I'm thinking of cracking open that rum you got me. Oh. Okay, then. Well, sure, but weren't you saving it for... We're just gonna have a little taste. He won't mind, so don't worry about it. I hear rum from the coastal areas is pretty hard to come by. This is just my little way of saying thanks. Well, when you put it like that, how can I refuse? Wow, this stuff's pretty strong. Not quite as strong as that Spiritus stuff Instructor Sarah recommended, but... Northumbrian liquor, eh? Well, few drinks can rival that stuff. But I think this one was about 75%, so I'd say that's still pretty strong, yeah? 75%? That sounds like a lot. I don't know what exactly that means because I know nothing about alcohol stuff, but... Pretty strong. I think we're way past pretty here. Okay, yeah. That said, it's got just a little bit of sweetness to it. I can tell it's a high-quality drink. Good, glad to hear it. They used to carry this drink all the time back in that village. Makes you wonder. That village? Oh, right.
Before I came to Crossbell, I was still a Jaeger with the Red Constellation. I've got some bitter memories from back then.
I see. But if you're planning to drink this with him, that means you've gotten past those bitter memories, right?
True. The more I think about it, I sure am one lucky bastard. I've got friends, partners, people I can call family. And coming here, I got a bunch of good students and co-workers on top of all that.
Heck yeah. Randy.
Sorry for getting serious all of a sudden, but there's something I gotta do, no matter what. Depending on how things play out, I might even have to go up against you. With that in mind...
Oof. It's alright. I understand what you're trying to say about your situation and his. But even so, I want you to remember that there are people in the Empire who won't stand for the current situation and who are trying to change things for the better, too.
Rean. Let me rephrase that good coworker bit I said before. You're more like my clumsy younger pal who's super direct and can't stop himself from blurting out the corniest lines in the book. I'd say that's a better fit for you.
Accurate. Oh yeah? Well, I'd say that makes you the older pal who's got my back. The pal who looks like he's a shifty womanizer, but is actually surprisingly caring.
Oof, touché. Speaking of, which one of those lovely ladies is your main squeeze? Is it the blonde one? The blue-haired swordswoman? Or the one with the glasses? Don't tell me it's that cute little fairy!
Like I said, they're... After some more intense questioning by Randy, they both finished their shot glasses and headed back to their rooms to prepare for the free day. Oh. Hey, you two. Good evening, Rain. Is now a good time? Yeah, now's perfect. It's been a couple weeks, huh, guys? Are you with Elliot now? No, we're in different places. We were just talking and decided to bring you in on the conversation, too. Yeah, this whole program is just too cool. I heard it works by using the power of a communication artifact Prince Olivert owns. I can't thank him enough for setting this up for us. Wow, the three of us together takes me back. It was our first day at Thor's that we met. Me and Caius were just talking about that. We got dropped into the basement of the old schoolhouse and forced into an orienteering exercise. Everyone else split off, and it was just us three together. Yeah, feels like it was just yesterday, but also a million years ago. Guess this is a sign we're all getting old, huh? Old? No way! You're still only 20, and I'm not even completely out of my teens yet. Oh yeah, why has it been so hard to get in touch with you, Gaius? It was like your Arcus 2 was turned off. We were really worried. I already mentioned this to Rain, but I have my reasons. I'd like to tell everyone in Class 7 about it once we meet up. Think you can wait until then? Oh, it's gonna be tough, but yes, of course. I'm still sort of worried, but alright, if you say so. Oh, right. There's something I need to tell you guys. It's looking like we'll all be able to meet in Heimdall for the summer festival next weekend. That's great news, but... yeah, I heard you have your field exercises then. We'll have to work around that, but do you think we'd be able to meet up? Yeah, even if it's for just for a few minutes before you head off. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys after the briefing tomorrow. My suspicions prove correct. I might be able to join you all. Really? Sounds like you've got some idea where you're headed. Just a guess, nothing concrete. But either way, once I find out for sure, I'll let you all know. Looking forward to it. I await the good news. Yeah, we're definitely going to Heimdall for the field exercises. Dun 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 dun.
Here are today's requests.
Okay, what have we got? Einhell trial, of course. I've compiled all the data I've received up until now into a new trial. This will be the final trial for the time being. Report to the Keep's control room once you're prepared. The Radio Stars. There's been a disaster. We've run into a problem at Radio Trista right before we were about to record our new shows. We need replacement actors ASAP. If you can help, I'll give you the details in person. Well, definitely want to do that. Liza's gift. There's something I would like to ask the instructor to find for me. This is a rather personal matter, so could you come over to Reset whenever it's convenient for you? I'll make some fresh, tasty bread for you as a reward. Ooh. Another trial at the Keep, and then requests from the radio station and the bakery. Thanks for this, Celestin. This is very well organized. Pleased to be of assistance. With the rain behind us, today is looking to be an especially hot day. Do take care as you go about your tasks. Celestin really is a huge help around here. Briefing's at 3 p.m. I'll need to make sure I'm done with my errands by then. The exams are over, the branch campus is in pretty good shape. I think it's time to gather up all my thoughts. Alright, time to get started. Alright, well, probably gonna have to save again so we can do all the bonding events. So let's see. We've got 2 events, Eustace and Gaius. 4 bonding points, so let's see. There's also Toa, Altina, Ash, and Yuna. So yeah, we'll do the 2 orb mail ones, and then we'll reload the save. And just to be sure that I actually saved. From Eustace, what a bother. I've decided to give Orb Mail a fair shot. Have you been well? After you left, I ran around struggling to put out fires with both Patrick and Milliam's help. All is settled now, of course. I'm now able to return to my duties as acting Duke. That brings me to the capital for a whole new fire to put out. Dear Adios, does the thought alone ever make me want a drink? I shouldn't have written something so stupid. Just try not to let your own stresses weigh you down too much, Rain. My stresses? I can't even imagine how much stress is put on an acting Duke. Sounds like his latest problem is hell, too. He's having troubles with something, then I'd like to help. The capital isn't far on bike. I'm sure I could do something. Hi there, Eustace. Reen, is something the matter? No, not with me. You just seemed bogged down by something in that message. I can swing by the capital quickly enough on my bike, so was there anything I could do to help? You never change. Let's see. You could give me a distraction. What kind? Painful as it is to admit, there's most certainly something I could use your help with. I'll have you picked up, so would you wait for the car to arrive? Sure thing. It wasn't long before a limousine from the Duke arrived in Leaves. Hey, Eustace, that sure was quick. I came as fast as I was able, thank you. Thank you for the call. Leaves. Were time not of the essence, I would have liked to spend more time here. I'm sure you'll get another opportunity sometime. So, what did you want to talk about? I shall explain as we make our way to the capital. For now, get in the car. An arranged marriage? Eustace? Yeah, we're renting out an entire hotel. Well, on the surface, it's a party hosted by the bigger nobles, but in actuality, everyone and their mothers are introducing their daughters to me. To be fair, we are at the age when we need to start thinking about these things. It seems like it's a little trickier for you, Eustace, considering you're a member of the Four Great Houses. Yes, I'm really busy right now. I can't even think about getting married. But since they're all assisting me, I can't really decline. I see. So you're saying if I'm there, it'll make things easier for you? Yeah, I came up with a cunning plan. I know it isn't fair to say this now, but honestly, I kind of feel bad about making you do this. Because this plan requires you to use your position and title. Two things you don't like to do. That's... What are you talking about? We're helping each other out here. If it helps you, Eustace, then I'm more than happy to do this. Please, tell me the plan. I'll do anything to help. Reen. Thanks. Afterwards, Eustace explained the strategy to Reen in the limousine, while heading to the hotel in Heimdall for the gathering. Oh, Eustace, you're here! You're the host. Thank you for inviting someone as young as myself. We are honored to have you here. I heard that as a duke, you attended the Imperial Provincial Council. Though you're young, you're very talented. No, I've still got much to learn. And you are? It's so nice to see you, Eustace. My daughter made her socialite debut. I was hoping you would like to talk to her. Oh, here you are, Eustace. Let me introduce you to my daughter. She's around the same age as you are. Oh no! Let's all act in turn. Would you like to talk to my daughter? Sorry, but before that... To show my appreciation for the invitation, I brought a surprise. Let me introduce you to my special guest. He is a very close friend of mine. A special guest? Who? Hello, everyone. I'm the heir of the Schwarzer barony. My name is Reen Schwarzer. Schwarzer? Could it be? The Ashen Chevalier we've all heard about? You are Eustace's friend? Wow, so he's better looking in person. Oh, I want an autograph! My, how disgraceful, and in front of Eustace, no less. Sorry for bringing you here. Oh, it's no problem. Let's get through this together. Trying to keep the girls away from himself by bringing a certified girl magnet. Oh dear. After that, Reen and Eustace kept the nobles and their daughters entertained at the gathering. Phew, got out of that one. Good job. But it must be tough. People must always be trying to set you up with their daughters. Yes, it's happened occasionally since I became a temporary duke, and it's been more frequent lately. Thanks to you, however, it didn't seem so much like a blind date. Although I wasn't happy with leveraging your presence like that. Don't worry about it. You helped me during the last field exercise, so it's a debt repaid. Anyway, it seems as if the nobles are becoming worried for their future. Yeah, they're even going as far as sucking up to that son of the arrested Duke Alberea. But I suppose that this is also a noble's duty. As the elected leader of one of the 4 great houses, I must make up for the failure of my father and the abandonment of my brother. Eustace. Don't forget, you have us. Myself, Machias, Millium, not only Class 7, but Angelica and Patrick as well. If you're carrying too much, we'll help you lift your burdens. Reen. I know. I've known since the beginning. That's part of the reason I was able to assume this position.
Let us both press ever onward, until the day our determination finally bears fruit.
Right. Alright, and the other orb mail was from Gaius. Past, present, and future. How's it going, Reen? It was nice talking to you and Elliot the other day. I was actually going in your direction at the moment. I am needed in the capital. Feeling the wind through the train window and talking to you makes our field study in Nord feel like it was just yesterday. Well, not everything's the same. Lemaire showed me how much you've improved your skills since then. It made me think of the future, and with the future in mind, I'd like to start training again from the basics. Let me know if you know any good places to train. May the wind and the goddess guide your path. Ah, looks like we're taking Gaius into the keep. I don't know why, but imagining Gaius with the wind blowing through his hair on the train is so picturesque. The summer festival is in the capital next weekend. Sounds like Gaius will be able to make it. Can't wait till we're all together again. If there's any place that works for Gaius around here, it's the keep. And he's already headed this way. Might as well ask if he can make a stop. Hey, Gaius. Wow, Reen, you called so soon after my message. Why wait? I actually know a good spot for you at the branch campus. If you can, why not stop by Leaves? I'd like that, and I'm pretty close as it happens. How about we meet at the station? Sounds good. Ah, so this is Leaves. And it must be that branch... that must be the branch campus over there. I always wanted to come here, but I never thought it would be like this. Well, either way, it's good to have you here, guys. Oh, right, and Zio. As you can see, he came too. So where is this training place you spoke of? It's at the campus. Here, I'll show you the way. Reed explained the situation to the professor, who agreed to help out with the training course before Class 7's trial. However, they decided to try one of the sub-routes based on the older levels rather than the new level from the request. As usual. So this is what the inside of the keep looks like. The air in here is churning with the breath of powerful monsters. I can see why you guys use it for training. Yeah, this route may not be that long, but it's certainly no walk in the park. With you by my side, though, I think things will be different. With the two of us, this will be a breeze. Let's do this together.
Now, let's begin our search.
Okay.
Sit! Sit! Let's go! Head there! Our chance! Second form.
We're not going to be able to keep any of this experience since we're resetting after this, but might as well.
Thunder Fang! I'm up!
Leave it to me.
Head there! Now! An opening!
I can always rely on you, Gaius.
I'm honored to hear that, Reen.
Heck yeah. Hold on. Got a little thing popping up there.
Head! There!
Like how in Persona 5 you can only hang out with one friend, but everyone wants to do something. Oh yeah. And you gotta plan your days carefully. If you want to get all the events. Like, Persona 5 is actually more lenient than Persona 4 in that matter.
Thunder Fang!
Okay.
I'm up! Second form, Gale!
You started enjoying it a lot more when you quit trying to min-max your time. Fair enough.
Let's go!
See, I wanted to max out all the, what was it? All the Arcana. And for that, you basically have to do everything, because so many things are connected.
Oh! It's down! An opening! Finish! Let's go! Second form, Gale!
All right, nice work.
And then I ended up with, in both games, ended up with like the last month, not really having much to do because I had already done it all.
Head there! Ha! There! Everyone ready?
Okay.
Second form, Gale! Let's go! Oh! It's down! Let's go, Reen! Leave it to me!
Let's get You didn't think it was possible to max everything in one run, especially once you found out there's a new game
I can always rely
plus?
on you, Gaius.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm honored to hear that, Rain.
It is possible. It's just very, very difficult. You've got to plan your schedule out perfectly.
Here's a good spot to rest.
Like, I remember on one occasion playing Persona 4, I ended up missing like one tiny little side quest, or at least something that I thought was a side thing, and thought, no, that's okay. That's okay. I can probably come back to that later. And then it actually ended up throwing off my entire schedule, because it turned out, no, I needed to do that thing. Oh, one of these, huh? There's our foe. Let's cut straight through it. Roger that. Come on, Gaius.
This one's strong. Be careful.
Second
Well,
form, Gale!
Sorry, fellow Durgs.
It's down! There! Let's go!
Oh, wow. Only hit one of them? Uh-oh.
You won't escape!
Heck yeah. Nice job.
Leave it to me.
And there!
Let's go!
Yeah, we're gonna
Crimson
impede
Slash!
both of these guys. Good.
You won't escape!
Let's go!
Second form, Gale! It's down! There!
Leave it to me.
No! Well, shoot.
Let's go! Ha! There!
Let's go!
Crimson Slash!
Uh-oh.
It's
Hey,
my turn!
really like healing each other.
Get back! Now!
There we go.
Come on,
Let's
guys!
get a rush out of this.
Yeah! There! Let's go!
Okay, that's not gonna hit both of them, so... Gale Storm.
Now! An opening!
I'm up!
Will Helix be able... Nope.
Get back!
Whew, there we go.
Everyone okay?
Tempest reached level 7. Critical rate up as HP drops, increased by a maximum of 70%. Insight status when battle begins, their HP is low, lasts for 4 turns. Evasion up by 12%. That was strong. Sure, but we were stronger. Thanks, Rean. I needed a little training. That's it for the level 3 sub-route. Huh? Aha. You made better time than I expected. I thought you were in for more of a struggle. I'll have to crank things up next time. Now, if you'd be so kind, to get out. Every time. Does he ever wake up on the right side of the bed? I don't think so. Anyway. What's up, Rain? Nothing. I was just thinking about how good it is to be working with you again. Our training in the keep is done. What are you going to do now? Well, I have some time until my train arrives, so I thought I'd look around the school. Great minds think alike. I was going to ask if you wanted the grand tour. Lind works here too, by the way, in the medical department. Does she really? I haven't seen her since my days in the art club. Seems the winds have deemed a reunion is in order. In that case, mind showing me around? Not at all. Away we go. After leaving the keep, the two of them walked around the school for a while, and finally headed to the medical office to see Lind. They got their wounds from the keep treated while the two art club members caught up. Afterwards, they all relaxed while sharing some Nord tea Gaius had brought with him. I see. Medical college in Crossbell, huh? You really have grown, Lind. Oh, not nearly as much as you, Gaius. Did you get a chance to go to the sculpture exhibition Clara held in Heimdall last year? Unfortunately, no. I wanted to go, but I was in a far-off place on an important errand. I've heard she's really been gaining fame as a talented young artist, so I'd like to go see one of her exhibitions eventually. Clara. I remember always seeing her holed up in the art room, working on her sculptures, rain or shine. Do both of you still paint? Yeah, I actually did a lot of painting over the last year. I've got quite a few pieces now. Let me know when you have some time and I'll show you. I don't have much free time these days, but I would like to start painting again. Hello? Oh, right, the shipping company. Okay, understood. I'll head over and pick it up right away. Did something happen? Sorry, the medical supplies I've ordered have been delivered, so I'll have to step out for a moment and get them put away. Ah, understood. There's still a while before I have to go, so take your time. I see even those outside of Class 7 are hard at work. Yeah, everyone's really been putting their all into the paths they've chosen. I see. Well, I'll have to make sure I keep pace with them. For you, Reen, for Lind, and for Zio, who's been watching over me from the great sky above. Zio? They say that a wise falcon hides its claws. And I get the feeling you're the same way. And why would you say that? Well, I don't have any proof, but while we were in the keep earlier, I felt something. Gentle yet powerful. Some power you didn't have before. I think your new strength is backed by whatever this power is. Though I can't really figure out what it could be. I see. Your intuition is impressive as always. Oh? Reen, Hold on. You don't have to tell me right now. Sorry, I wasn't trying to force it out of you or anything. I'm positive you have a good reason for not telling me. And you did say you'd tell us all about it one day, so it'd be irresponsible of me to hear about it by myself. Reen. To be honest, I'm still sorting out my feelings about it. About the sudden change in me. I worried others may no longer accept me. A change? Well, it has been a year. Of course you're going to change. No matter what happens, you'll always be you. An important friend of mine who's called Erebonia his second home. Thank you, Rain. Those words are very comforting to hear. And again, I promise, when the time is right, I'll tell all of you in Class 7 everything. Alright, when that time comes, we'll hear you out. The day we'll all see each other again is near. I'm looking forward to it, Gaius.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell you all then about the road I've traveled.
And I will listen very carefully. Because I want to know, dang it. Afterwards, Lind returned, and they all had a pleasant cup of tea until the train arrived. Green promised Gaius they would see each other again soon, and saw him off at the train station. Alright, well, time to reload the save. Okay, well, who's gonna be in the baths this time? Phew, next week is going to be intense. Just when I started to feel like I'd gotten used to the pace here, too. Exam results, Panzer Soldat training, and our field exercises. I hope the students are able to rest up today while they can. Oh, someone's coming in over there. Schwarzer, is that you? Yeah, usually I'm the one asking, though. It's the principal, of course. Ah, the bath is nice, as always. It took quite a bit of Mira to renovate it, but it was money well spent. So it was you who paid for the renovations after all. You seem to really enjoy it. Do you like going to hot springs too? Oh yes. Since I was released from my military service, I've been visiting them all over. I went to a resort spa in Michelum. I also visited the Phoenix Wings in your hometown. Oh, I see. Wait, what? I've also gone to natural hot springs hidden away in the mountains. The kind where bears and other woodland creatures join you. I also visited a hot spring on the side of a cliff overlooking the ocean. It was a spectacular view. I hear you're quite the hot spring fanboy. Any recommendations? After hearing that list, well, Oh, last year I was in Ulster for some business. And there were some hot springs there called the Hidden Spirit Springs. They were tucked away in some ruins in the forest. Oh? You've piqued my interest. Tell me more. Well, it was the time when... I knew where you were from, but I didn't expect to have such an engaging conversation with you like this. Join me again sometime. Perhaps without the wall in the way of our conversation. That might be okay at a bathhouse, but I'm not so sure about here. Oh, and there's something I've been wondering. Oh, what about? It might just be my imagination, but are you channeling your energy? It's just... I'm getting the same sensation from you that I did when you went up against the Maiden. Is something going to happen at the briefing this afternoon? Schwarzer, are you able to get a hold of Master Yun Kafai, or the Divine Blade of Wind, Arios McLean? Or maybe the commander of the Liberlian army, Cassius Bright? What? Well, Master's always traveling, so not really. And I know of the other two, but... Ah, I see. Then I shall look to the goddess to guide me. I eagerly await your development towards greatness. The 8 leaves 1 blade school. I'd like to see how far it can go. I have absolutely no clue what that was all about. I regret asking. Well, she mentioned the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school. Cassius learned that, even though he left his sword behind for a staff. Arios also is a master in that. And of course, their teacher, Yun Ka-Fai. But Master Ka-Fai and the 2 Divine Blades. Yep. Just walking around sweeping, huh? Today I gave young Frankie a challenge. It has been a full month since I took him under my wing as a janitor, so I do hope he's up to the task. I'll keep my fingers crossed. You really are fond of him, aren't you? Yes, well, the boy has potential. He is definitely worth teaching. And, quite candidly, I have been wanting to train a protege. Mind you, that does not mean I'm going to go easy on him. Sounds like Frankie's not out of the woods just yet. Maybe he's just stepping into it. Oh, okay, it looks like we've got a bonding event up on this floor. This is with Toa, right? Yep. Ah, this brings back memories. I haven't dug it out in a while. Toa, is that... It's my astronomical telescope I brought from back home. I was thinking about using it for an extracurricular astronomy lesson tonight. An astronomy lesson? Not a bad idea. I'd love to get a closer look at those stars we saw on our way back the other day. Yeah, me too. We're supposed to have clear skies tonight, so we'll get a perfect view of the stars. It should be a nice way to relax after the exams. I'll need to make sure I'm prepared before tonight. Kind of interested in seeing the stars myself. If you don't mind, can I help you get ready? I'd like to join in on the lesson and see the stars too. Are you sure? I really would appreciate the help. Why don't we try looking through the telescope now? Is that okay? Isn't it still too bright out? Just think of it as a pre-lesson test run. Can I get you to help me carry it? Reen helped Toa carry her astronomy telescope outside. After getting instructions on how to operate it, Reen peered in, ready to gaze upon the heavens. Huh? Hey, Toa, I can't see anything. What? Really? It looks like it's completely broken. And now that I look closely, the lens is all scratched up, and the focusing knob is all rusted. We can't use it for anything in this state. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry I got your hopes up. I've been so busy lately, I didn't have any time to do maintenance on it. Maybe it was just it's time to go. Toa? Didn't you say this was precious to you? Yeah, actually. It was a memento of my grandfather. I see. What was he like? As smart and kind of a man as you could ever know. I guess he was pretty famous among scholars. He served as the director of a museum in Heimdall. A museum in Heimdall? Could it be the Imperial Museum? Wow, it's pretty amazing that he was the director of the biggest museum in the Empire. He just did it as a hobby on the side while he did his research. Takes me back. When he was looking up at the stars, he'd be in his own little world. He was excited and endlessly curious, just like a little kid. He'd tell me all sorts of things about the stars while I looked through this telescope with him. He must have been a good grandfather. Yeah, he was. Oh man, I wish I could show you and the students all those beautiful stars. Hey, Toa, why don't we try to fix this telescope together? I'll do whatever I can to help. I appreciate the thought, but I think it might be too hard. It was made back in my grandfather's day. I don't know if we'll even be able to get parts for it anywhere. Well, we won't know until we try, right? Let's go to Nine Volley. They've got frickin' everything. We have some pretty good resources at the branch campus, and there are plenty of shops in Leaves. I'd say it's way too early to give up on it, don't you agree? Rain. Yes, you're absolutely right. We've got nothing to lose, so let's go for it. That's the spirit. Rin and Toa started disassembling the broken telescope to salvage all the parts that were still usable. After deciding which parts and tools they'd need, they decided to check the campus and around Leaves. They were able to use Pablo's knowledge of model train parts to know what screws and small bits to check Nine Volley for. Further, Mint's craftsman training was exactly what they needed to fix the lens. After many hours of hard work, I can see! Rin, we did it! The focusing knob works smoothly, and that foggy lens is crystal clear now! We owe Mint and Pablo big time. Everyone was so kind, helping us out like that. Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't give up on it. We really do have a lot of people looking out for us. I'm sure my grandfather would be happy to see his telescope good as new. I wouldn't have tried so hard to fix it if not for you. Thank you so much, Rin. Toa, no need to thank me. I'm glad I was able to help. Seems like we'll be able to do our astronomy lesson tonight after all. Yeah, I'll tell the students about it. And I hope you're looking forward to it, too. Rin, I'm sure we'll see a ton of beautiful stars out there. Wouldn't miss it. Rin promised to join in on an astronomy lesson this evening. Alright. Well, now let's actually do some shopping. Iris in Fantasyland. A story loved by many in the Empire features a black rabbit. Can be given to Altina as a gift. Is this a picture book? I've seen this title before. Yeah, it's popular among kids and adults alike. Even just looking at the pictures is fun. Has a lot of animal characters, and one of them is named Black Rabbit. Black Rabbit? I see. I feel as though I might relate to it. Now that my interest is piqued, I'll be sure to examine its contents. She seems to be happy about it. I'm glad. Max HP increased by 100. Alright. I've just received word from the others. I will be in Heimdall for the summer festival. I will be assisting with the mass that's going to be held in the Heimdall Cathedral. I see. Well, given that it's you, I imagine you've got 3 or 4 ulterior motives too. Perhaps you know me too well. Yes, I do have other business. But please, don't let that concern you. Man, the Grosritter doesn't come to play. Seriously. A noble ribbon. For Celine. Huh. I wasn't expecting a gift for Celine. Celine's bond is at maximum. I've reached the maximum bond with a cat. Oh, my body aches all over today. It's probably because I had to carry Rachel home after she drank too much. Her being a lightweight is no secret. You'd think she'd know when to cut herself off. Oh dear. What's up, Jingo? Oh, you're here to buy something? I got this card case in this morning. It's a bit worn, but real cool looking. Wanna buy it? A card case. Yeah, you know, for playing cards. It's made of military-grade bulletproof material. With a case like this, you can even play cards on the battlefield. Is that really necessary? Anyway, it's first come, first served. How about it? You want it? Alright, you drive a hard bargain. I'll take it. Thanks. Oh, this is pretty stylish looking. Oh, looks like there's already some cards inside. Oops, I never checked inside. Let me see. Ooh, these are what you'd call antique cards. They're probably from about 100 years ago. Looks like it's a full 36 card set. Well, shoot, had I known earlier, I would have charged more. Oh, well, if that's the case, I'll give these back. Nah, don't worry about it. I already sold it to you. I just gotta chalk this up to me needing more training. Oh, I feel like there was someone at the branch campus who was looking for some cards like these. Someone at the branch campus. Oh well, those are yours now, so you can do what you want with them. Be sure to take good care of them. Thanks. Branch campus quest. Is this your card? Started. Meeting up with Mama next weekend, so I'm gonna be closing up shop. I see. Are you going home or something? Nah, she told me we were gonna do some social studies together. But when Mama says studies, what she means is battlefields. So that's probably where I'm headed. I see. Sounds like you got it pretty tough. I mean, it's a pain in the butt, sure, but I don't need your sympathy. Okay, then. Anything in the tavern? Pasta pepperoncino. Okay. Oh, so you're doing the shopping, eh? But due to power creep, these 100-year-old cards are really weak now. Look at this. A 2 out of 2 for 2 mana. Or a 2 over 2 for 2 mana. It doesn't even have flying or trample. So you're doing the shopping, eh? So not only can this dog manage the store, it can go out shopping for her? Goodest boy. 2 bottles of glue and 3 tubs of high-grade grease. Does he understand him? This is kinda crazy. Okay, we got an orchid hairpin for Muse, and a 5-color braid for Choa. Cool. Wow, Reen, just cut in line, why don't you? Oh, is that a hairpin? My, what an elegant butterfly. I love it. Yeah, when I saw it, it really reminded me of you. Cerberus was here first. Maybe you could use it during tea ceremony club. Then I will do just that. Instructor, may I thank you with a kiss? Absolutely not. No, that won't be necessary. Wow, it's so pretty. Isn't this an Eastern charm for fending off evil? Yeah, I'm surprised you know that. That, and the knot symbolizes bonds and solidarity. Let's see, as a colleague and dear friend, I want to thank you for everything. Likewise. Thanks for giving me such a great gift, Reen. Okay. So, Altina, what are you doing? Not bad. Hey, Altina, what's that in your hand? Doesn't this ward off evil spirits? Yes, so I immediately thought of you. Doesn't seem to work, though. Milliam forced this on me as we said goodbye after our last field exercise. Oh, it's a little black rabbit thing. It's a toy camera she obtained during a mission in the countryside. That's a camera? Huh. Oh, it's shaped just like a black rabbit. It's perfect for you. Bunny cam, yes. So it's a gift from Milliam then? Do you like it? Not necessarily. Functionally speaking, it is no different from the Arcus 2's camera, but when giving it to me, Milliam said, "I'm stoked to see all your pics. Take a bunch and show them to me next time. If I ignore her, it may prove problematic." Well, be sure to stay safe while you take your pictures. Very well. You don't need to worry. Now what should my next target be? Taking pictures, huh? It's pretty nice out today. It'd probably be a great way to unwind after the exams. If you're planning on taking some pictures, mind if I tag along? I'm a bit curious to see what sort of shots you can take with the toy camera. I don't mind. I would appreciate your input on where I might find suitable locations for pictures. Sure thing. I think I can help you out there. Let's get going then. I've been taking a bunch of landscape photos for Vivi. That's for sure. Nice. Oh, very nice. Oh. Oh my goodness. Mint being carried by Valimar. Amazing.
Okay, I took the picture.
Let's see. Hey, not bad. Picture quality isn't great, but that gives it its own unique charm. Typical of a toy camera, its basic specs and functions are limited. But I suppose it wasn't a bad gift, all things considered. By the way, if there's a Black Rabbit camera, is there a White Rabbit version too? Yeah, I got his hair color all wrong. Yes, it seems that way. I do not know how Milliam finds things like this. What's that? Milliam took it when giving me this camera. As always, she is extremely pushy. And she always acts like my older sister, but I suppose I can't stop her. She doesn't seem to dislike that, though. Milliam's picture isn't bad, but the ones you took are pretty good too, don't you think? You captured everyone's facial expressions well, and the pictures are something to look at. Are soothing to look at, I think. Is that so? It feels strange to think that I could take such pictures. No, I think these pictures came out the way they did because it was you who took them. You spent a lot of time now with the members of Class 7 and the others here at the branch campus.
Yes, maybe so.
While looking through Altina's pictures, Reen realized there wasn't a single one with her in it. So he gathered up the other members of Class 7 as well as the swimming club to all take a group picture together. Say cheese! Let's see. Oh. Oh? Was she smiling there? What is it, instructor? Oh, no. It's nothing. All of you look great. I'm sure Milliam will be thrilled to see this. Well, that's good. Come on, instructor, get in here. Coming. Afterwards, they promised to print copies of the photo for everyone before going their separate ways. That was sweet. I really liked that. Alright. She used the 2x3 rule in her pictures. Meanwhile, Reen is holding the camera crooked. Or the 2/3 rule, I don't know. Oh, Reen. Celestin contact you? Yeah. Did you have some trouble with the radio show? Yeah, it's a pretty long story though, and I'd hate to take up your time. I won't bother you with it if you're busy right now. He seems pretty worried. I do have a lot of things to do, but this is one of those things, so maybe I can at least hear him out. Well, for the time being, can you just tell me the story? You said something about appearing on a radio program. Yeah. Reen, do you know of Radio Trista's early morning radio drama? Oh, I didn't know you guys were running a radio drama. I'd heard that you were working on a short drama, but I train in the morning, so I've never heard it. I see. That might actually be for the better. Huh? The show was an adventure drama called Eternal Nin. It started in the spring, and it's really been catching steam with the listeners. And during the summer festival in the capital, we're going to do a special show during prime time. I see. I've never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. So, what's the problem? Well, we have some issues with the protagonist and the heroine. We hired 2 actors from a theater company, but both of them came down with food poisoning. Oh no. I see. Food spoils faster this time of year. I guess they had bad luck. But wait, are you asking... Yep, I'm asking you to play the protagonist. No way, I can't do that. I've never acted in my life. The fans are going to be furious. Well, the saving grace here is that your voice is really similar to his. It's not unheard of in this industry, and I'll do everything I can to help you. And most importantly, I think you'd fill the protagonist's role perfectly. Even if that is true. Did you say the heroine got food poisoning too? Well, yes. The way the show works, the heroine changes every episode. A few scripts are all ready to go, so I think we can make this work. So I have a few people in mind that we both know. I was hoping you might be able to convince one of them. It was nice knowing you. Hey, wait! Like I said, the show's finally picking up steam. I don't want it to end like this. I've been working on this story ever since our school days. It's my precious baby. And just like with Abend Time, I want nothing but quality entertainment for our listeners. This is so out of the blue, but I feel sorry for him. It's gonna be hard asking someone we know to play the heroine. Okay, I don't know what I can do, but I'll try my best. Thanks, Reen. I don't even know how to begin to thank you. We don't have much time, right? Come on, let's get started. So who do you think would be good for the heroine role? Oh, yeah. So, first of all, the drama is set in a fictional kingdom located in the center of the continent. The main character's name is Noon. He's a skilled agent who carries out secret orders from the second-born princess. He's got quite an interesting background. White hair, black clothes, and at his hip is his chosen blade, a type of Eastern sword known as a katana. He's Reverse Rain. I don't even know where to start with this main character. So for the heroine, I'm thinking a petite, troublemaking engineer named Femi, or a female merchant with an accent named Bertha, who goes up against big companies. Or a plucky med student named Nanai, who works at a big hospital that was taken over by a pharmaceutical company. Or a sister named Reese, who is part of the church's secret order of knights. You know what you did! You know what you did, game! You absolutely know what you're doing there. Or Rice, or however. Feels like you should probably have nailed down your main characters by now. Those are the heroines for the scripts that are ready to go. Okay, I know who you have in mind. Mint for the engineer, Becky for the merchant, Lind for the med student, and Rosine for the sister. Yeah, so I want you to ask one of them to play the part of the heroine. I'll let you decide who you want to go with. Okay, I don't have much time, so I'll go ask around. You need to prepare for the recording, right? Go ahead and do that for the time being. Alright, got it. Oh dear. And let's see what the quest at Reset has for us. Oh, welcome, instructor. Did you come here for my request, perhaps? That's right. Your bread is great, too, but I just came to help out. You wanted me to look for something? Yes, but it's personal. I'm so sorry for bringing you out here for this. It might be a little harder than you expected. Don't worry about it. So, can you tell me about it? Okay. Are you aware that I'm not from the Leaves area? I've actually only moved here last year. Yeah, I heard. But in that time, your store has gotten so popular, people are coming here all the way from the capital. Don't pick Mint. Her voice is better suited to Altina's photography than this guy's radio. Fortunately, yes. But I actually came here once before, 2 years ago. I really fell in love with this town and decided to open my shop here. With him. With him? So you came here on a vacation with your boyfriend? Well, he was my lover, my fiancé. Oh, I see. I never knew that you had a fiancé. Wait, aren't you running this place on your own? Yes, we promised that we would open the store together. But due to certain circumstances, I came here by myself to get the business rolling. Recently, though, I received a strange letter from him. He sent me a grand opening gift, but I need to solve the riddle he gave me in order to find it. The riddle, you say? That is interesting. He can be too playful sometimes. It's not urgent, but if you could help me. A gift from her fiancé. I don't blame her for being bothered by it. It probably won't be a ring, will it? Yes, if you don't mind. I'd love to help you. Thank goodness, it's been bothering me for a while. Now then, would you mind taking a look at the letter? Certainly. Dearest Liza, you should have opened the bakery by now. I'm sure your days are filled with work and worry, but when you have a spare moment, I'd like you to follow these clues. The secret words we left behind at the place where travelers first stop. There, you should be able to find my gift to you. I see, it's some kind of puzzle. The place where travelers first stop? The first place a tourist visits is... Do you have any idea what he means? Yeah, I think I do. Your gift should be waiting at the very end. I'll let you know when I find it. Very well. I'm sorry for putting a personal trouble like this on you. But thank you, instructor. Also, do you have any unique dishes? Oh, well, Lisa hasn't been herself lately. It's like she's daydreaming. Oh, I get it. It must be a guy. Ooh, I'm gonna ask her later. Okay, no, special dishes available. Got it. Well, I think the first hint might be pointing to the inn. Quest. Where travelers first stop to look for Liza's gift. What's the first place you'd stop at in Leaves? Daisy's been worried about Gina lately. She tells me Gina's been tired from working too much. Yeah, she's been pretty busy as of late. She's got quite a load on herself helping the students out during midterm season. Is that so? I didn't know that. I should probably make her take a break. Okay. Maybe I'm on the wrong track here. Well, let's go to the church and talk to Rosine at least. What's wrong, Rain? It looks like something's bothering you. You're sharp. A heroine role for a radio drama. A sister who belongs to a secret order of knights. She told me that I'm the only one who knows about that. Actually, Monk had a request for me. Since I have duties in the morning, I don't listen to that show. But even so, I think it's just a coincidence that it's about the secret knights of the church. I think, what was it? Red Moon Rose that had a similar storyline? I heard the church allows it as a diversion. In any case, I understand. I'll ask permission from my superior. If it's approved, I'll do it. Thanks. Her superior? Is she talking about who I think she's talking about? Reen and Rosine headed over to the radio station and met with Monk. They were handed the script, and after reading it over a few times, they were ready to record. As a side note, the idea of the church's secret order of knights was borrowed from Red Moon Rose. Reen and Rosine gave fitting portrayals for the roles of the protagonist and heroine. And although there were some hiccups, the recording went very smoothly. All that was left was to record this climactic scene. Okay, next is the climactic scene in the old castle at night. Rice, as a knight of the church, is trying to prevent the demon that was sealed away during the Dark Ages from reviving. Though you and Noon have been at odds up until now, you join forces to defeat the demon. I'll let you two figure out how you want to do this. It's up to us. Rosine, you got this? Let our imaginations run wild. I'll use my crossbow to draw their attention. Noon, use that opening to... No, that's my job. I'll draw their attention. Just listen to me. No, you listen to me. This is the finale. The demon has risen. They use their secret skills and spells to seal the demon away, but Rice becomes possessed. Rice calls out to Noon, telling him to kill her while the demon is trapped inside her. Is this just a coincidence? It seems too real. Better concentrate on the show if I were the heroine. I have dedicated my blood and body to the souls of the goddess. It's an honor to take evil down with me, so please! Gralsritter, if the rumors I heard were true. No, I need to concentrate. If I were in this situation... Oh... How disappointing. Were the rumors about the Knights of the Church false? Are you going to give up now and forsake all the lives you could save in the future? That's right, I'm... And cut! Reen, I like how you provoked her. But I feel like you were a little out of character, Rosine. Frick. I picked wrong. Again. Oh no. I figured as much. I purposely chose the opposite of what I would have done. Oh. This is all fiction. Don't think about it too much. With all the twists and turns, the recording was done in an hour. Reen and Rosine gathered up their things and prepared to head out. Thank you both so much. We're gonna start editing it now, but I think it's going to turn out as great as the other episodes. I'm not so sure we'll match up to the real thing. What kind of script is this where there are choices? To be honest, I had reservations at first, but fiction can be fun. Good to hear it. I thought the scenario was so far from reality, I'd get in trouble with the Septian Church, but I figured since Red Moon Rose set the precedent, it was okay to do this. I see. Far from reality, huh? Anyway, it was no coincidence he asked us to play these characters, huh? The way they spoke was very similar to us, though some of the details were a little different. Well, you're exactly right. I described your mannerisms to the scriptwriter while adding a splash of flavor. I just thought modeling the main characters after you two would make a really good story. I figured that was the case. I believe I'll have to let my higher-ups know about this drama. I was thinking about telling my students about it, but it might be a little too mature for them. Yeah, but it might be good for your older students at least. Received Shining, super rare. AP increased by 1. Well, at least I got one of the questions right. Oh. There's a thing right there at the station. Okay. Yeah, the first place that most people would visit would be the station, because that's where they get off the train at. A part of the riddle where travelers first stop. First place in town someone would end up would definitely be Leaves Station. I was no exception. I went through here too, first time I came to Leaves. Time sure does fly. The secret words we left behind at the place where travelers first stop. Next part is the secret words we left behind. I guess I'll have to look around. Memories notebook. Please use this to record the memories of your trip. This is a notebook for visitors to write their thoughts and memories in. The secret words we left behind. I wonder if Liza wrote anything in it. That would have been 2 years ago, so... Ah, here we go. He took a day off so we could come on a 2-day trip. Leaves is such an adorable little town. Our dream is to open a bakery. Like I thought, small towns like this are better fit for us than crowded places like Heimdall. I hope we'll be able to find a good location. We'll also have to go visit the House of the Shining Cup together. She did say yes, after all. That's a private matter. No need to be shy, Liza. I'm not. Not sure I get what they were talking about, but it's clear they were enjoying themselves. And this part sticks out to me. Must be what the letter was talking about. The House of the Shining Cup. Where in Leaves could that be? Maybe I'll check there. Okay, maybe that's the, tavern then? No. Oh, I get it. I get it now, because the symbol of the church is a shining cup. Okay. Okay. The House of the Shining Cup has to be referring to the Septian Church, right? Father Henry might know something. I'd better ask him. Oh, can I help you with something? I'd like to ask you a question. do you happen to remember 2 travelers coming by here from the capital about 2 years ago? There were a couple. I'm sure you've seen quite a few people that match the description, but... actually, I believe I know who it is you're referring to. They came to enjoy a tour of the church together. The 2 of them were so in love I couldn't possibly have forgotten. The 2 had recently gotten engaged. If I remember correctly, the man's name was Julian. They consulted me about potentially having their wedding here. I see. Well, that's what the note meant by her saying yes. You may already know, but that woman was Liza, the bakery owner. She still comes around from time to time. Yeah, turns out she fell in love with Leaves and ended up moving here. Unfortunately, Julian hasn't come yet. Father? Sorry, it's nothing. Is it, though? I just remembered that Julian left me a letter. He told me that someday someone would come here asking me about the 2 of them. Do you want me to give it to you? Well, I don't know if I'm worthy of receiving it, but... it should be fine. It's what he requested. Besides, you've been helping Liza out, haven't you? Alright, I'll take it. Thank you. Here it is. Now let's see here. There is one thing I know for sure. We'll move to this town someday. So until then, I'll leave this gift with the keeper who watches from the hill. I hope this happiness lasts forever, Julian. He left the gift somewhere? Does that mean it's been somewhere in Leaves for 2 years? It's pretty surprising. I hope this happiness lasts forever. Isn't the kind of message you leave with just any gift. Did you discover something? Yes, I think I have a good idea. I should look into this. The keeper who watches from the hill. If it's Leaves, the hill part probably refers to... could it be that one spot? It sounds like it would be at the school. Wait, the keeper that... Okay. I thought it was the keep, but... maybe it's referring to the tree. Apparently there was a small hill here before the branch campus was built. The keeper who watches from the hill. Could it mean the tallest tree here? Okay, I'll check it out. I didn't expect to find something like this here. This Julian guy seems like quite an interesting person. Anyway, now that I found it, I should tell Liza. Oh my! So this is where it's been all the time! But why would he do something so roundabout like this? Would you care to do the honors, Liza? Oh, yes, well then. Liza? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how long it's been since back then. Inside was a small, beautifully wrapped bottle and a letter. To my beloved Liza, by the time you read this, you may already have opened up your bakery. If so, then I'd like to congratulate you. Your hard work has seen the dream we shared come true at long last. I wish you all the blessings in the world. But the fact that you found this means I must no longer be there by your side. It seems I've left you all alone, and for that, I'm so deeply sorry, my love. I swore to always make you happy. I've been proud to uphold that promise my whole life. But I worry that in my absence, your beautiful smile has been exchanged for tears. This may not be enough to atone for breaking my promise, but I've included herb seeds with this letter. I got them during my last post. They're supposed to be pretty good, full of nutrients, with a distinctive flavor. I know they'll go perfectly with your delicious bread. I hope my worry proves to be nothing, and that you're smiling that beautiful smile of yours as you live out your dream. My eternal love to you, Julian. Julian? So this is what you left me. This is so very like you. I'd been wondering, but did Julian... I'm sorry, Instructor. I shouldn't have kept it from you. Julian was a very kind and smart, but he was born into a poor family. In order to get a scholarship, he had to enroll at a military academy out on the countryside. After he graduated, he said he had to give back, so he enlisted in the military. He'd planned to retire from the military after 2 years, and then we'd open a bakery together. No way. But one day he was called to active duty and never returned. It's already been 1.5 years since then. So he did pass away. And in the Civil War, too. After I lost him, I didn't know what to do. For a whole year afterwards, it felt as though my very soul had been ripped out. Even after that, it was too painful to live alone. No, maybe it was that I wanted to run away from the place we had lived in together. I ran off on my own to Leaves and opened a bakery. But somehow, it felt as though I'd broken a promise to him. I felt so guilty. But seeing this, it seems like he's already forgiven me. Yeah. It's clear to me that Julian genuinely wished for your happiness. And as a soldier, he knew something might happen to him, so he buried this letter for you to find. He worried that you might end up losing your way, though he wanted to make sure you opened the bakery you'd planned to. Huh? I don't know that for sure, but I feel like that's the message these herb seeds are meant to convey. I see. The first letter I showed you was sent by his family. They found it while going through his things. It was as though he'd written the letter himself only the other day. It seemed like he just knew I'd opened a bakery. I found myself wondering how he could have known. But I think I was finally able to receive his last wish for me. Thank you so much for finding this for me. And please, come visit our bakery anytime. Liza, of course I will. You can count on me as one of your regulars. We got special pancakes! Yay! And 5,000 Mira. Well... that's a rather sad note. 'Twould be a shame if we were to, end the stream here. But thank you all so much for joining me. And before we go, let us see if we can find someone to raid. Not really feeling it right now. Okay. Well... until next time, this has been the R Dragon, and I look forward to welcoming you back to the den. Farewell.